Surprise! There is a lot of stuff to talk about, and that's not even including the stuff that we saw today. You are on the Infinite Shelf Life stream. I'm Infinity War Torn, and I'm joined by Falcon.
Hello.
And Joestar.
Howdy.
Yeah, so there was a surprise Marvel Legends stream today. This was originally going to be a Yojo June stream, and Marvel Legends is like, get out of the way.
Said, nah, sit down, Joe.
That was also a potential thumbnail that I was gonna do, but I felt it was kind of mean of the Simpsons sequence of like the lamb. So it's like Marvel Legends is the lamb, and then the sheep is G.I. Joe, and then them pushing it out of the way from Marvel Legends. Full intention to talk about Joe's mainly, but nope. Marvel is just like we got more stuff. Marvel superheroes is coming out. The Knicks are doing good, so there's a Marvel Legends stream today. All right, but before we get into all of that, we're gonna do pickups. Anyone want to go first?
Oh, I will.
All right.
So, first thing on my list of pickups, I got myself a Kang. Thanks to War Torn. Got me a Kang. And then
show it again.
I mean,
the camera.
There's nothing really much to him. I mean, he came with the alt faces and the pistol and shotgun looking thing. But yeah, that's it for Kang. I mean, but the real kicker here is the Chronicle Lines Skeletor. I found him. I got him.
Nice.
And apparently this is like a variant version because he's a lot more blue than like the original release, which is fine by me. I like me a little blue Skeletor. Really cool.
I was gonna say I haven't heard of that.
It's interesting. Like I saw reference photos between like when he first came out and like there was like a little sneaky Skeletor wave that people picked up, and it's a lot more blue than this current version. Or no. This one's a lot more blue than that version. And then it's the same thing with He-Man. The crest on his harness thing, his battle harness, is more opaque than the current one, which is clear. I don't know why, but it's weird. And then along with that, Skeletor in the wave, we got Trapjaw. Super awesome. I really like the design. I mean, it's straight out the movie, which I saw. And he comes with his little blaster arm here. You could slap that on. It's really cool. He also comes with a sword attachment or blade sword. Yeah. Sword attachment here. Very nice. Very nice. Very cool. His jaw actually does like open and close. Same with Skeletor's. You can't really see it that well through the camera, but there's a lot of motion going on here. A lot of motion. And then of course, last but not least, I got me a little Skeletor cup.
Nice.
Jokes. So many jokes that I could make. I'm gonna try not to make it because we're in the beginning of the stream. So,
did they have any of the sipping swords?
Sadly, no. They sold out at my local theater.
Dang,
it sucks, but it is what it is. I'll find a way to get it eventually. Oh snap! One last pickup here. I forgot I had this SH Figure Arts Bruce Lee figure. So this was at my dad's house for the longest time, kind of tucked away in my room because I didn't have a toy collection at the time. So now I have Bruce Lee. So
dang,
that's cool. It's gonna be a lot of funny pictures I could do, like have him like throw hands with Beastman when I get him. All sorts of things. But yeah, that's it for my pickups. There's not really much aside from very He-Man related things. So,
I was gonna say, Falcon,
oh
did you
man,
see He-Man this weekend?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
ooh, you
Yeah.
missing out.
All right. Yeah, I also was not able to see it, but so far I've seen, good things, and people who really dig it, and the people who don't seem kind of like they hate fun.
Yeah, they honestly, like, I've seen some of those critics as well, and their comments are all the same. It's like, "Oh, it's not as deep thinking," or like, it's like, "Bro, just turn the brain off for 1 second. This movie's fun."
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah, I feel like that sometimes with uh like some movie criticism, they're kind of arguing it should have been a movie that it was never going to be, and like that's what I feel from a lot of the reviews I've seen. But I look forward to seeing it when I can.
like, I kinda stand by it. This is 100% Jared Leto's best performance. So, his only
A low
good
bar,
performance.
a very low
So you're
bar.
saying that this movie should win Oscars.
Um, I would say so. I mean,
Yeah.
like, because of how goofy it is, like there should be something there.
I
But yeah,
I I actually haven't seen the movie that Leto got an Oscar for.
I don't even remember what it's for.
he got an Oscar for something.
I don't even know if it might have been for supporting. It might not even have been for lead.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I legit think he actually got an Oscar for acting. Surprise! I know. I did see a thumbnail in my feed the other day of like, um, Tron, give Tron Ares a chance, and I was just like, no, no, I won't.
So, nah.
Yeah, he got it for Best Supporting Actor in 2014 for Dallas Buyers Club.
Yep,
Oh,
not
man.
seen that. All right. Anyway,
Crickets. Nothing but crickets. Now I know for a fact Mattel has a track record of making good movies now. Because before it was Barbie, now it's He-Man. Who knows,
yeah.
man?
Yeah, it was interesting. I didn't realize it was like an Amazon. It's technically like an Amazon MGN movie on top of that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, there was a lot of Amazon plastered all over the place for sure.
was there
Like
an Amazon delivery in the movie?
dude, okay, this is very, 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 very minor spoiler. There's a scene with Beastman and he gets hit by an Amazon delivery truck.
What?
And I was like, okay, so we're just doing that now.
All right.
But yeah,
God damn it, Amazon. They had to do it. They had to do it, I guess. All right. Falcon, would you like to go next?
Sure. All right.
Uh,
So my
I get. I
pickups.
was gonna say.
I did. I have a couple others, but I haven't fully futzed with them yet to show them off. So all of my pickups for this show are Oops All Star Wars. So start off with some quick ones. I got TVC Jango Fett.
Oh, nice.
He is apparently a deluxe. But I wanted a new, more modern Jango Fett to go with my Slave One that I have. So I picked him up because he was about to run out of stock. I also got Quinlan Voss
nice.
to go with Ventress. Yeah, he's fine. Pretty standard modern Black Series figure. I do feel like the lack of, despite what hardcore Black Series people will tell you, that oh, this is better. This is superior articulation to Marvel Legends. It looks way better. Lack of bicep swivel really hinders two-handed poses like this, because if you could swivel at the bicep, that would allow the arms to get together in a more natural way.
Oh yeah.
So them swiveling at the elbow makes it look weird and not function how it should.
Very clunky.
But he reuses legs from a Kenobi figure or maybe an Acolyte figure, so he has thigh swivel. So that's nice. I'll leave the deluxes for last. I ended up keeping my pre-order, and I got the Slop of the Republic 2-pack.
Slop of the Republic is crazy.
So here's the Squint and It's Fine General Plo Koon. The colors are correct, and that's about it.
Oh man.
And then got our Commander Wolf. Again, as long as you don't turn it around, it's fine.
Womp womp.
This legitimately, this one is at least is significantly better than the original one in my opinion. Paint missing notwithstanding, because that original figure, I should have gotten it off the shelf in the family room. It just cannot, like, some people think that those original clone figures have better proportions, but the fact that they can't hold a pose to save their life without diving off the shelf makes that proportions kind of useless to me. So like this guy can strike far more natural poses and look nice on the shelf. So I'm pretty happy about that at the very least. Okay, we did that. Okay. Okay, and then I got a couple deluxes. I originally thought that this came out a couple years ago. I thought it was going to go on sale. It never did, and then it sold out, so I kind of missed out on it. And I was actually a couple months ago thinking like, maybe I'll see if I can get a decent aftermarket deal on this, because I ain't gonna get any cheaper. But then they did a surprise reissue, and so that's the
nice
deluxe Droideka.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
so this guy is pretty sick. I only got one though, because it's very much a shelf eater, because there's like, he's very wide and also deep. So like, even on like a 7-inch shelf, he's gonna take up most of your front to back space, and he's pretty wide, so he's like, I feel like taking up at least 2 figures worth of space.
100%.
But he's pretty nice.
Wide poopy meme.
Yeah. A lot of cool details. You can kind of get a little expressive with it too, with
Nice.
all the nice joints he has. And then finally, we'll get into it a little bit later with the news. But my final pickup is Rebels Zeb.
Nice. Beautiful.
Yeah. We'll get into the other half of why I ended up going with this version ultimately. I had him saved for a while, but I think the stock on Big Bad started to go down, so I ended up timing it, ended up working out where I was able to confidently make this purchase. But yeah, I like this. Ultimately, I like this look a lot more for Zeb. He still has his tiger stripes. He's a bulky boy. And I tried I don't think it was ever mentioned on the show, and I looked on Wikipedia, and they didn't say anything about it on there either. But I guess my headcanon is that the armor that he has in this depiction I assume, I don't know if the whole outfit is, but I assume that the armor he has on is from his time in the honor guard. I don't know if that's true, but um, I like to think that's what it is, and so that makes this look cooler to me. But yeah, that's my pickups.
Valid headcanon.
Yeah.
100%.
All right. Next is me. So do some switching. All right. Okay. I, like everyone, I'm getting the Secret Wars stuff in. So I
Nice.
have, in my opinion, the perfect Falcon for my Alex Ross shelf. So he's pretty neat. I will probably end up painting this not Red Wing. Yeah, the gray is very disappointing, but in the end, it's the figure that counts, and I think he's great. And then I totally got hit by the FOMO. Whoa! And end up getting this Daredevil. It is when you finally get them in hand and you see them next to a Bucky Cap body. Woof. Woof, man.
Is it like the proportions, or is it the shoulders?
It's everything. It's everything. And I can post later. I also, I bet a part of me is also just kind of miffed because if you don't know, the I have two of those Bucky Cap Daredevils. I have the one that is the Alex Ross colors, so light boots and gloves and logo and darker red everything else. And then I have the opposite of that. I have the, I guess what most people would consider the classic darker red boots and gloves and light red everything else. That version of Daredevil was trapped in a 4-pack of the Defenders. That's where the comic superhero Jewel, aka Jessica Jones, is in. Also had a version of Luke Cage Power Man in his, like, I think it's his like Thunderbolts Power Man look. So he had like the bracers, and I think he also had like thick bands on his boots, and then it also came with like a shirtless Iron Fist. So I very much overpaid for that. The Alex Ross one was not as bad because I also got a hand ninja with it, so it became like retail for both. So that's fine. But man, this just looks really good. The only thing that's unfortunate is that the batons he comes with are black, and I just, in general, that's just not my Daredevil batons are either red also or white. And so this, I don't know how I ended up with two like quote female batons, because they used to have like one baton that had a peg and then one that was just,
Oh,
you know,
okay, yeah.
So I end up with two, and so that's why this is like just like a sandwich band, or like a wire thing. So that's what I have so far. I do like that new tech. I assume that they put it on like the Elektra Daredevil Bullseye pack one, where like there's like a little, it is the tiniest little connector piece that allows it to like combine together.
Yeah.
But like, man, you like sneeze while handling that thing is like, that is gone. Yeah. So really cool piece. Unfortunately, just doesn't work with like, it doesn't even like at least for, when I tried with these, it doesn't even like let them connect on like the older batons. So the new batons, old batons, completely different. I don't think I've really seen anyone talk about that, but I don't know how much people are like buying to upgrade slash like they care about the like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then the I got these guys. These are the
Ooh.
Slice and Dice Ninja Force GI Joe figs.
Nice.
I got the 5th to the last one. It said low stock. I'm like, how low is it? 5 left. Yep,
Pretty
I will
low.
I will grab one.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think it only says that on Pulse once it hits like 10, under 10 units maybe or something like
oof,
that.
yeah. But yeah, I saw that. I know people been apparently people been finding these at Ollie's, but I just don't want to do the
Mm.
the rolling of the
trip.
dice, driving around. And I feel like the Ollies around me are pretty miss than hit.
Yep.
I think my best Ollies finds ever were the Halo 3 3/4 inch era Mantis.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I got that for like $10.
Damn.
Heck yeah.
I found that. I found I think it was when like Fortnite 3 3/4 inch stuff was still like floating around. So I got a few of those figs for like super dirt cheap. And I think I got that like one wolf guy from Black Series. I got him for like $5. But like that's
Oh,
really
okay.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's really it. Like I haven't really been finding those like, I haven't found stingers. I haven't found those 788 like packs or like the Cobra Viper packs. Like people obviously, it's
Yeah, I
look
know
at the
people. What was it? A lot of people were posting like, "Oh, there's like 8 cases of Tracksuit Mafia here, and I got all of them." And I'm like,
yeah.
"Ah, dude."
Yeah, it's stuff
Um,
like that too.
yeah,
It is really funny because I think I remember I posted in our Discord. You should join the Discord, by the way. That I did get to Ollie's when they first put out a case of Murdoch Daredevils, and at the time uh, I was like, I don't need a normal suited body, but now now I find myself like I could have used the walking stick though. That would have been nice. The walking
Yeah.
stick is something I didn't realize like didn't come with like any other Daredevil. So that's kind of rough. But yeah, I also never had seen Tracksuit Mafia guys. It's funny, I did see Tracksuit Mafia at Target. So like they did actually get to Targets, unlike what a lot of people
yeah.
said.
I had
But yeah,
I had my pre-order canceled, like a lot of people,
Oof.
and yeah, I think I got. I was in Target. I saw them on the shelf, multiple of them on the peg, but I was like, "Oh, I still have my pre-order, so I'll just wait for my pre-order."
oof.
Dumbass me.
Yeah. I I was gonna say, in general, if you have a pre-order, I think I'm gonna say this for like anything, not just Target. Even though Target and Walmart are pretty bad about this, if y'all find like it in store, just get the one that's in store. It's not it, the worst comes to worst, you just return the other one, right? And sometimes it might even actually end up being cheaper. This actually happened to me because I was going to Target for a different thing, and I didn't think I would ever find the Secret Wars Daredevils out there, and I did. So that literally would have been cheaper to just like buy off the shelf versus not by a lot, but like a dollar's a dollar now. So the that would have been like an easy just like swap, just
Yeah,
buy
like
that one, return it.
yeah, and when you order online, sometimes Target, they're the only retailer I've seen do this. I looked it up, and it is apparently legal to do this, but they're the only online retailer I've seen, or retailer that sells online that I've seen do it. At least for me in my state, they charge additional shipping fees. So like they have
Weird.
like the rate, for shipping, But
Yeah.
then there are like additional fees on top of that. I don't remember what the line item is actually called. I can try looking it up. But yeah, and it's only like $1 or $2, but it's just like you said.
I was gonna
Um
say in our state and Joe Star, in case you ever use the app for this, if you do pickup orders, we have a surcharge for that. So if you do
Oh, wow.
if you get an in-store pickup, you actually, I don't know if it's a percentage or if it's just like literally $1 or $2, like for Falcon. But yeah, like I did in-store pickup once, and then I looked at the charge and I saw it was like a little bit more than it should have been, and then I saw that there is a charge based off of like what you get. So
Okay, so I was mistaken. So it's an additional tax, and they charge tax for the shipping as well.
mm,
So I'm paying a normal state sales tax for the item, and then they're charging their whatever their rate is for shipping of that item of that size, and then they're also charging tax on that shipping rate.
that's weird. You shouldn't, but you shouldn't be paying that, like, right?
Apparently,
Right.
when I started noticing that, I was like, wait, what the fuck? And I looked it up, and apparently it's legal.
That's so whack.
I've never seen any other retailer do that though.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Um, but yeah, the always like check to see that you're not paying more than you should just for stuff like that. And again, like, never feel shame about like returning that stuff, especially if you find, better deal, better version of it. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
I do kind of wish that I did uh either like a double order or just was more like, I'm not gonna like do Hasbro help, but there is a little bit of like paint slop on my Falcon. It's like the tiniest little bits of white, but it is like on the front of the figure, so it's just kind of like I know it's there in my brain. I will always know it's there.
I hear
uh,
that.
That's not your fault.
but
It's Hasbro's fault.
yeah, but
I'm just saying.
but at the same time, I don't think it's worth like picking a fight over that. I'm gonna wait for something to be like super egregious to do Hasbro help. I know a lot of people. I'm not gonna say abuse it. Like, if you don't like it, you don't like it. But I know a lot of people are like, they're like, I want to get a replacement for this thing, and then they post it, and everyone
Oh.
is just like, I don't see what's wrong, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, yeah, little stuff like I do. I just clicked for me what you meant by Hasbro help. Um, yeah, I don't turn to them a lot because, like you said, unless it's egregious, because a lot of the time you're just not going to get the same thing from them.
yeah,
Um,
that too.
usually what I just do, I just order from Amazon and I swap the parts or whatever, and I don't feel bad about it because like it's not like I'm being one of those crazy people that actually like swaps an Ollie special, and is effectively stealing. I'm putting the same figure back in the box and returning it. It's just the defective one,
Yeah. And also, I think you saw this before with me. Like, there's just like sometimes where like I got um the Destiny Rogue 2-pack, and I got two lefts on a
Ah, yes.
figure, and like, man, that's always just like the most unfortunate thing. I saw like one person post recently that they got 4 fists on their absorbing man. So
Oh
like,
yeah, I saw that. I saw that person. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, and it's just like, yeah, I didn't agree with like all the other complaints they had, but it's just like, no, that sucks, man. But I really hope that
Mhm.
you're able to get that replaced, because otherwise, just
There's
it's
I
just rough.
haven't opened it yet. Um, and fully investigated, but apparently on one of the figures in Lio Kaiser, some people have been reporting that it comes with 2 right hands, I think.
Oh no, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I did forget. I got my wife the magic, so
Oh,
so
nice.
she has that as well. Um, but yeah, so It's really unfortunate. It's also low key why I don't really like retro cards as much, because that it's one of those things like that's a commitment. Like once you open it, it's opened. Um, and on top of that, I've seen some horrific shipping from this wave especially. I think Falcon probably
Oh
saw
yeah.
the post I'm referring to, where like the dude literally like folded the card back in half
What? I had
to
not
put
seen
it.
that.
Yeah, they literally like folded the card back in half to put it in the box. And
That's
it was just,
insane.
yeah, that it's so funny
Well, did
because
you
like
go ahead?
uh the uh the ones that I got from Amazon or in a box I've never seen before. Um and I was just like, wow, this is actually like super well protected. And then I remember seeing that guy's shipped retro card. I'm just like, wow, that guy got the opposite treatment of me.
Yikes. Did you see the post where the guy didn't even make an order and he got 3 figures?
Oh,
Yes.
snap.
Yep.
Yeah, that's nuts. I haven't looked into that yet, but apparently they changed who their distribution partner is, and that distribution partner uses AI for managing orders and sending them out. And so the AI system hallucinated an order, and this guy just got 3 figures for free.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep.
It should have been
Insane.
me.
Yeah, yep. So many people are like, yeah, awesome. Good job. Happy
Yeah,
for you.
happy for you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because now that guy can do the Daredevil customs I see everyone doing. I the that one where people put the ultimate cap stuff on them is very tempting, but it's a little bit more work than I'm used to when I do custom stuff. There's a lot of cutting of pegs, so I'm like, I'm not gonna do
Oh,
that
okay.
one. But it does look neat. I will give everyone that it does look neat. I don't particularly like the Ultimate Captain America look, and that figure gets to be the there's like this I got the V1 Toy Biz Captain America shield on him, and that thing it like sheds like something. Like I think there was like I think it's like not like a black thread or whatever that they use for the straps, so it's like dye, like dried dye, like keeps on like shaving
Oh,
onto him.
yikes.
Ooh.
And it's like, yep, Ultimate Cap can get that because I don't really like him that much. But I like his shield, and I like that he was free. And that's one of those times where Hasbro help actually like sent me a figure. I was like, you know what, this is a win for me. All right, well, with that, we'll start getting into the toy news. So I don't know if about you guys, I don't or for me, the kids line DC stuff is kind of, I don't know. I keep on seeing people make some good points about them. If you're like not super into like needing articulation, I think is either Dan Hu or Strong Collectors made a very good case for like if you do just like yearbook posing on the shelf, like these are probably like perfect for you. And
Yeah.
at the price point, that's like it's pretty good. But I am interested to see this the Batmech in store, and I think I might get the John Stewart for the effect pieces, because I feel like uh, regardless of how different the collector lines figures are going to be, they should be compatible in terms of like accessories.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, like these are pretty good from what I've seen.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of people I've seen have made like kind of good points about if they use the Chronicle lines, the Motu Chronicle lines, just articulation, if they apply that to the collector line, immediate, like really good, high quality figs, which is agreeable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's to me just more interesting to look at from afar and the direction that they're kind of like what Joe Star was saying, like what is implied is gonna happen with the collector line.
Yeah. I also it also is very unfortunate because like the price point on these are so good. Um and it does make you wonder if like Hasbro should be doing the same thing. And there should also be like they should stop doing like I like Epic Heroes. I don't know if they're still continuing that. I kind of feel like it's kind of dead, but they with their action verse or action heroes or whatever, like I think that's a dud, like just
Right.
immediately. And especially when the comparison is that you can get one of these for like $1 or $2 more. That's like that.
Right.
Yeah, that's not even a contest. And it
And
has
and it
this.
makes more sense. I feel like that makes more sense business wise, because then you have a more linear, like, I don't know, like, I guess graduation would be the best way
Mhm.
to frame it, where, if you're a kid and you're, like, I don't know, 5 to 10 years old, and so you're getting your parents are getting you the cheaper $10-12 figures, and you like them, and then once you become like a teenager and you want to still keep collecting, but you like, okay, you want the better stuff, you want the one with better articulation that could do more crazy stuff, better accessories, or maybe there's a character, because they're probably just going to keep real evergreen characters in these basic lines.
Yeah.
So the collector line is gonna have, like, I don't think a John Constantine is gonna be in this basic line, but he's almost definitely gonna eventually be in the collector's line. So if you're watching the animated movies or whatever, and you decide you want a John Constantine figure, well, now you're getting into the collector line, which you're already familiar with that company selling those types of figures, and so now you know that person is now on the hook for the more expensive the figures that are going to be twice as more.
Right.
So uh, yeah,
Yeah,
for Hasbro to not do something similar is kind of wild.
yeah. Like I get the argument that like it's still gonna the action verse stuff is still it's still toyetic. It still does it's one of those things where like the proportions are supposed to be like cartoony and stuff, but yeah, when the price is really like the thing that like absolutely kills those. Like it should not be like those are going in clearance, at least like at the places I've seen them. They're already hitting clearance, and uh I don't like there's no similar scale. Like it's not even like the 5-inch like TMNT Motu scale, right? And like
Right.
you could make the argument that if you made them cartoony and you made them that tall, those could like squint and like all those kind of fit together. But like that 4.5-inch scale, like I don't know what they were thinking. That's not like
Right.
that's not for anything. It's its own
Right.
thing, and it's not the amount of choices character wise are just not they're just not there, which in contrast to this, there is a lot of good characters, even though there's also a lot of Batmans.
Yeah.
Just
Yo, dog.
I yeah, I had to compile all the Batmans together because I think that's just really funny. I'm also sad because I just realized that only um only this one, like the I'm gonna call it the Brave and the Bold color one, and the like the all black one, only they come with this weapons rack.
Okay.
So yeah, the Clayface pack-in one only has like a missile launcher. I think it might be the same missile launcher as the 3-pack Mr.
No.
Freeze one. But yeah, they don't come with a weapons rack, unfortunately. And I think the weapons rack is like has a perfect amount of spaces for all the stuff that they come with.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be able to like put these extras on here either. So that's kind of rough. But
Yeah.
but regardless, like, you know, you're spoiled for choice Batman wise. I still think it's wild that we have this Joker Batman. That like that's crazy to me.
Right.
Out of the gate.
Yeah, out of the
Straight
gate.
up.
But it is cool that they have like they did that like mask Joker eyes gimmick for the figures in that wave. I don't know how long they can do that gimmick though. I
Right.
don't know if it's gonna be like wave 3. It's like another Joker character with more Joker eyes mask for them. But yeah, it's really cool. I think the only thing that I didn't like when I watched Robo's review of them is that they punch a hole in the cape. For
Oh yeah.
For the Brave and the Bold one at least had a punch hole in the cape. I don't know if they all do, but I also imagine the Batmobile has like a peg in the seat, so it like you like essentially clip them into the Batmobile. I did actually manage to see the Batmobile IRL. Um, looks neat. Just I might play clearance chicken with that because it looks fun, but it's also $40. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
yeah. But speaking of prices, there is a bit of a discrepancy right now. The Target listings for all of them are still inactive. This still says not available. So the only place that you can get them online for the $12.99 price was Amazon. I haven't checked recently. I remember they were going out of stock pretty fast. So people are liking these for sure. But if the fan channel style stores like BBTS, Entertainment Earth, they have this $14 price point. So I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if there might be some um, running price changes and people who got the $13 price point just got lucky because they were there when they were in stock or what.
Yeah.
There is a now deleted or not deleted, it's privated video of
Oh, you do want to talk about that?
yeah, we can talk about it here. Essentially retailer Toy Snowman, I believe that's one of the links we include in our description because they're independent toy retailer. They're one of the smaller guys out there, but I hear good things about like how they handle stock and stuff, and they're really transparent about the business. So shout out to them. Not an ad, but they have a hey man,
Hey, but it
people
could be.
get it could be, but also
If he's watching.
people get really weird about that kind of stuff, man. When it's like people are like, "Is this an ad?" And it's like, "No, I'm just talking about like a thing I like or like whatever."
God forbid.
Yeah. But he has a private video where he talks about like there is a potential $30 price hike for Hasbro standard stuff, which would be super rough, but also the way things are right now.
I'm
The
surprised we're not there
war,
already.
the not war is still warring.
Oh boy.
And I actually heard recently there's like actually talks about like new tariffs. I don't know,
Oh
man.
hell yeah, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
I had to look it up because like that was going on for so long. I lost the plot.
Yeah. And then
And they lost it before I did. Let's be honest.
it got overturned. Businesses
Yeah.
apparently got refunds, but now there's like new stuff. I don't know, man.
No, because the original, some of the original, the blanket country tariffs got rescinded. But then those got almost immediately replaced with a lower but still too high tariff, and the mechanism of which that was employed has a time limit on it, and I believe that runs that time limit runs out either the end of June or or sometime in July. I don't remember. But after that runs out, they need at least that mechanism. They need like congressional approval, which they're obviously not going to get. And so after that, I think the tariffs will go away. I think
Maybe. It's so
well, because
funny.
my understanding is all the other mechanisms at which they can utilize or they could try to utilize tariffs, it's more industry specific.
Mhm.
And so I have a hard time believing that they're gonna, or at least high on the list is gonna be toys and games. So
Yeah, again, kind of deja vu in our lost episode. I believe we did like talk about just the craziness of
oh,
all this, and yeah, it you know, all the potential for prices going up. I understand people are gonna be mad at it on its face. I just hope people understand. Like again, I think I was saying this a lot whenever we talked about like the price stories on here of like there's literally one guy who's doing this to us, and yeah, they kind of don't care if it's something as innocuous as toys, uh even though like even the first time he was around, he did a carve out for toys, and the toy industry really thought that they could get that carve out again, and it didn't happen.
you don't need
it-
$30. You only need two. It's fine.
yep
No
yep
one is safe.
yep no one is safe, but yeah, I just hope people understand it's not just literal greed. There's actual like logistics and other things all barreling toward one another. And yeah, $2 now might seem like a a massive just like a ooh, more profit for me. But I can tell you right now, there's things like that made to order Sentinel, they took a bath on some of the margins on that.
Oh, for sure.
There's a lot of figures that came out during that time where everyone was playing chicken with when shipments came in. So many people lost money. So many people lost money. Independent toy people. I know like there's like that guy who made like the religious figures. Like he'd had like a whole thing about how he got slapped with like this giant bill for tariffs that
Oh, wow.
he had not
Yikes.
he had no possible way of like paying. Like he's a straight up like I didn't make a lot of money from this from this Kickstarter, and now I'm stuck with this. And he was literally asking people like, hey, if you can help me out, just like send me like a couple bucks, and that would be amazing because I'm kind of screwed from this.
Jesus.
And it's just it
Literally.
literally actually yeah. But yeah, like there's so many folks like that where like they just had the worst timing. I know the same thing for like board games and stuff that shipped around the same time. They're like, hey, we cannot avoid this. And so if we might have to change the amount that we charge for shipping and stuff. Same thing for like people who were in the process of like crowdfunding for like a toy project. People are like, hey, we are actively looking for a way to dodge as many of these tariffs and other price bullshit stuff as we can. That might mean things get delayed, and it's like, yeah, that makes complete sense. And yeah, the big companies are not immune to this. I know everyone's like, they're $1 billion company, they make enough money, blah blah blah. But it's like you can't just not make money on something,
Right.
especially if you have shareholders. I know that's like a very foreign concept to people, but
And
businesses have to make money.
despite the overinflated salaries of the C-suite, the toy industry in general is still a relatively low margin industry. Um, maybe on the stuff that we're primarily buying, it's higher margins, but just like as a whole across the portfolio, toy industry is like I think it's like 5 to 10% margins. So like it's not a lot. It's not like
Yeah.
Apple iPhone, 30% margins or whatever. Well, not anymore, but you know,
Right. Yeah.
it's they're
Yeah.
they're they're not making hand over fist.
Yeah. Action category is not keeping the lights on at Hasbro. It is cardboard, it is Play-Doh, it is Monopoly with another tie-in thing slapped on it. Those are the things making money.
Yeah.
Action category, not so much. But yeah, that video was. But yeah, Toy Snowman had that video privated. We're not sure why. But
It sounded like it was an official statement, so I wonder if someone yelled at him, was like, "Hey, you weren't supposed to share that with the public." That's the only thing I could think of.
yeah, I think it's one of those things where like even if he wasn't allowed to tell people that, it's one of those things that I also saw a lot of people are like, yeah, if you look at like Hasbro um like public uh statements and stuff, like they talk about like, price increases are essentially it's not a matter of like if they're coming, it's when.
Yeah.
And like you said, Falcon, like if all the legal stuff does come out to June as the deadline or whatever, it would make sense that Q3 would be when the price hikes hit. Which would be an absolute bummer for SDCC, because I'm sure they want to talk about all the cool stuff, and instead they are probably going to have to answer a billion times why they have to raise the price another $2.
Oh
and
boy.
and justify a standard fig being effectively like $32 with like tax, which is not a fun conversation to have. But yeah, so we will try to make the hard left turn into fun again.
Right.
uh, because Tiger Zord is starting to show up, question mark. I saw this post a while ago. I'm not gonna lie, my first thought was that the Tiger Zord is very thin looking. I don't know about you, Falcon.
It'd
Uh,
be looking lanky.
I don't know. I just in general don't like the silhouettes that Playmates is going for on their toys. I don't know if it's just the designer just like that's how they're used to doing things over at Playmates or something, or they're trying to do something at least slightly different than how it was done before. But I just feel like they have like really, I wouldn't say they're thin, but like the proportions are odd. Like things are like spaced out. Like his legs, like feel like they're spaced out in a really weird way. Um,
I think I know why though. I
and
a
then
hundred percent think it's got to be because of the combining aspect. Like
I mean,
they're
the original
making
toy did
space
that,
for
and
it.
I don't remember the legs being that far apart.
True, true. Hmm.
Um, yeah, and then I mean, maybe it is because you can kind of see it in the corner there. Maybe it is
Yeah.
just because how those are shaped. That's why.
the
I
legs
don't know, but then
are
they
the
also
legs
have
are
just like
very far apart in robot mode. Like
yeah, and
I'll
then
put that out there.
You
and then
got the
just
thigh
like
gap.
the way it's sculpted, it just has has a lot of really harsh edges that I don't like.
Yeah,
That's true too.
Makes them look really blocky.
you are totally right. It's very square.
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
silhouette of the robot mode is very square. I will also put out there that the I don't know why it's in tiger mode in the box. Like I feel like they
Mm.
would have saved more money if it was just robot mode in box, because
And,
like look at
and
like that
that's go ahead.
like yeah, like it's just like thinking about it, like that box is just so deep, and like
Yeah.
I've opened these and like there's a lot of like negative space in those boxes. Like it could definitely be, you can Tetris that a little bit better box wise, and I just don't know if like having it in tiger mode is the correct thing to do.
And just in terms of like it's a product on the shelf, I feel like it's a better presentation if it's in a robot mode.
True. Yeah, because like sideways view of the Tiger Zord,
Right.
it's like, what are we
Like,
looking at?
what is this, Transformers in the year 2000?
Yeah, friggin' crazy looking. But yeah, it's always like weird to me. Like I'm looking at these and I'm like, yeah, I gotta keep reminding myself this is not Takara Tomy, like I have to think of this as like this isn't like the OG Bandai stuff. So I gotta remember it's new, all new stuff,
Yeah.
and it looks so goddamn weird.
Yeah, in the board game community, they would call this Ameritrash. This is like no offense to the folks who designed these, but like you said, Joe Star, like the Japanese design sensibilities are very different from the American ones. I don't know how much or if any Japanese eyes like were on this when they made it, but like the design philosophy is like clearly different. The thigh gap comment is really frying me. Like you, ever since you said that, now I can't unsee it. Because I had a Tiger Zord when I was younger, so like I'm trying in my mind to parse out like, is this just because like when I when you're a kid, it's like so big in comparison to you, right?
Right.
And like to me, like it looks so small. Like granted, you can't see this person's hand, but like this, it just doesn't look as significant. And I also don't know how these are gonna scale next to like the Dino Megazord. So like when it's like in like full like samurai mode or whatever, like the Mega Tigazord mode is called, like is that gonna be the same size or are they gonna be different? And I'm kind of worried about that as well. Because I like the season. I like the season 2 Zords kind of more than the first season Zords. But
I mean,
but yeah, like I don't know. This is I hope that like when I see it like in person, it completely changes my mind. But like right now it's um yeah, I'm not looking forward to like having to look for these. And apparently we're still looking for Dragon Zord retailer as well, which is kind of wild to think about.
Interesting.
Yeah, that also is like I kind of go back and forth because I know people are like, it's Green Ranger stuff. Green Ranger stuff sells out so fast, but also like if again I'm thinking about scale and also potentially the engineering of that Dragon Zord, because obviously it should combine right with the other Zords. So how big is it in comparison? But at the same time, for a lot of people, their mind's eye of Dragon Zord is that it's the same size as the Megazord straight up. And I don't know if you can really engineer it in a way where it can combine and not be just humongous, but also be similarly sized in Dragon Zord form, in which case the box would be really big.
right.
So, but yeah, so we'll keep an eye on this, especially the
Crazy thigh
main
gap.
the main Megazord. Seriously, as soon as
I've
you
always
said
got
that, I'm just like,
nope, I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
yeah. As soon as you said that, it's like, yeah, the boots should be like, closing that up, but it's not. It's not.
It's man spreading, dude. It's man spreading.
And then Hasbro very much saw what Blockies is doing. Is like, hey, this is our turf. So, what? So we're seeing Make It, which, you know, not gonna lie, not a bad name. Also, I did. I'm sorry, you're gonna see this versus graphic a couple
yeah.
times today. But yeah, I couldn't help but feel like this is what it comes down to, right? This is
Right.
this is the end game for them, that they just want to be a direct competitor to Blockies.
Yeah, at that point, they're like the final boss. It's gonna be Bandai. Like, like it's gonna be Bandai, dude.
There's no way. There's no way.
I mean, they
Yeah.
already have figurized standard kits, so that is technically their figures.
I was gonna say, this is just the like the IP registration, right? Like they haven't actually like
Yeah.
shown any of these.
No,
so.
there's no product. Some people just found, the copyright filings, and then there happened to also be a logo associated with it that people
So.
were able to dig up in legal filings and whatnot. So yeah, there's no official, there's no like press release, there's no announcement, nonetheless products. But yeah, they were hiring up a lot of people. It sounded like, for more, product diversification of their portfolio and whatnot. So this isn't too surprising. And they already have the licenses. Does Blockies have distribution in the US, or is that all still being imported by people?
They have distribution, I believe.
You can find them at
Okay.
Walmart.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They're in
So,
Walmart. I've found a couple of the Transformers ones in Target recently. What else?
Yeah, the
I
Walmart.
believe some in Meyer as well.
Yeah, Walmart is the only one I've seen like a ton of Blockies. Like there's just like basically its own
Yeah.
section for Blockies.
Yeah.
And then and it's both the blind boxes and the like the I think it's the champion champion kits. So
Champion and Galaxy, I think.
yeah, Galaxy are like the smaller ones, right? Like they're kind
I
of
have no
like,
idea.
okay.
I learned how big they get, and I'm like, okay, I'm not interested. 4 or 5 inches? No, thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, very much speculation, but like I don't know. You see
Yeah,
Blockies, you see Blockies throwing around like the amount of coin they are. Like
you're right.
They're making a
Hasbro ain't
lot
gonna
of
do
noise.
that.
Yeah, they're making a lot of noise, and I think Hasbro's like, well, okay, wait a second. All right, calm down.
I think, I mean, competition is good, especially in the toy space. We've been talking a lot about how we really hope Mattel and their DC line does well, because that'll hopefully then push Hasbro to do better with their offerings. I'm not saying I'm not familiar enough to know Blockies products to say whether or not they could be better. But I think my only worry is that Blockies, a lot of my understanding is their more popular lines are either have overlap in IP licenses that Hasbro also, deals with, i.e. Disney, Star Wars, and Marvel, or are just straight up a Hasbro license, the Transformers stuff. So, like, what's gonna happen there? Who knows? Maybe they let Blockies keep Transformers at least outside of the West, because I doubt Hasbro is going to want to distribute a lot of model kits, in the East, since that's not really their playground for that kind of product. And then I certainly hope Disney allows both to keep the license. I find it hard to see that happening, though.
Yeah, but it very much maybe a purely defensive move on their part, just to not just again the Blockies fandom is strong. They're very vocal, and like I'm not gonna lie, a bunch of their stuff looks good. And like I said, when that Marvel Rivals Legends Jeff was revealed, that's like, all right, Blockies finally got me, and I'm getting that Jeff. So
Hell yeah.
I'll be the first to tell you if it's all
Garbage.
hype. It's all hype, or if it's you know I'm not gonna
You're
say
gonna
people
come
being-
back. You're gonna come back after getting that figure, and we won't even like hear any impressions from you. You're just gonna come back and be like in Blocky's merch. You're like, all right, guys, I just got back
Orange
from
hat.
Shanghai or wherever the hell their
Yeah.
headquarters is or something. You're like, you're gonna have a stack of Blocky's boxes behind you.
Hey guys, they just sent these to me, and I think they're just really good.
I can't.
They sent me the full Marvel Legends line.
Yeah, I didn't have to do blind boxes at all.
All right, guys, check out Wave 18 of.
I want a list of the amount of people who went to their headquarters and came back and then all of a sudden just really love Blockies, because I feel like that number is more than 5. There's a lot of people who got invited to like straight up go there, and that's just so wild to me.
Man.
But hey, if you're the the toy maker du jour, and you got the money, I guess, right?
Right.
But for real though, just if it's good, it's good. I'll say if it's good. If it feels weird, it's gonna feel weird. It wouldn't be the first time I got something and I was like, you know what, the hype was not as cracked up to be. I actually forgot to say that about this guy with the slice and dice. I don't know which one it is, but the purple one. But the hat does not stay super great on these, and I was trying to like figure out like is there a thing I need to like take off, or like sometimes with the Joes they like have you put like, if they have like goggles on their helmet, they include 2 sets of goggles, so you put the goggles that you're not using on the inside and turn them around, and then the helmet like fits snugly. And I was trying to figure out if there was a way to do that for this, like, this like circular hat, and it's just not. It's just like kind of just flopping on there. But yeah, I think that actually brings us to G.I. Joe.
Go Joe.
Yes, it does.
Nice.
Masterful transition by me. But yeah, another Ninja Force continues going strong. There's this Scarlet, and I was not going to even attempt to say the other guy's name because it looked complicated. So these sold out super fast.
Oh man.
They were $60 on Target and Hasbro Pulse, and yeah, they were going in and out of. Apparently, a lot of people were also like getting like anti-FOMO, and like, I'm gonna cancel my order, and then there'd be like 2 in stock, and they would stay there for like a second before being bought up.
Oh man.
But yeah, a lot of people want the Scarlet. They're willing to pay $60 for her, essentially. And then there was also some pricing weirdness with the Coco. The Cobra Commander. I saw some people say he went up at like 55 and 60 in some places, but like ultimately it was 70. Like they canceled the incorrect pricing orders and stuff like that. So the hooded Cobra with throne, $70. I mean, not bad. Has a soft goods cape, which I think they said on the stream / Falcon, you noted that this cape is like super old. because it came on the
Yeah, I
other.
think it's about 6 years old. I think I heard.
Yeah, because the other Cobra, I think I'm trying to remember, but there was like a blinged out Cobra Commander, like literally he was like covered in like gold and stuff, and he came with this cape. So basically the not the same exact figure, but like pretty close.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I got one on pre-order. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it, only because like the hood look is not my Cobra Commander. I know a lot of people that is, but for me it's not. And I'm not gonna lie, this product shot in particular with the boots also kind of make me not like just the like the front of the boots just like sticking up
Oh,
against the
yeah.
rest of it. I don't particularly like that look,
Mm.
but yeah, I don't know. I got the pre-order just because I know like I can't. This is not one where like, oh, I can wait. Like no, they knew that they probably didn't even make enough for this product run, because I think it's BMAC did the Instagram stories where they're like, don't worry, we are going to do another run of this. If you can't get one,
Yeah.
like you will for sure be able to get one later. So there's also that aspect of it, like uh whether or not I particularly like it, it's not going to be an option for me if I choose to just like wait. So I just snag that one up. And then
Oh boy.
I was happy to see Grand Slam. It did not come with the last of the original 13, so that's rough. I thought that was easily going to be a 2-pack, but instead I get to have this giant laser thing that I will potentially just try to sell to somebody. And then Action Man was very exciting to see. Uh, I'm a sucker for those like classic Hasbro like toy things, and Action Man is one of those. Um, I don't know if anyone was collecting heavily at the time or remember, but
Tiger shirt?
they had
Oh.
this was like when they were still doing like 3 3/4 figures pretty heavily, but they had it was I think it was IDW had a crossover and had ROM, Micronauts, GI Joe, and Transformers. And at SDCC, the pack was Jetfire, and then Action Man, Roadblock, ROM, Micronaut minifigures, and then like uh I think it was like an Energon zombie guy. But like that was the pack. And it was, I remember seeing that, I'm like, that's wild. But I missed the boat completely because I did want the ROM, and I had completely forgotten there was an Action Man in there too. So I might have to track down that figure at some point. But I get to have him in 6-inch form, so that's fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like the Action Man fig, mainly because like a lot of it is just reuse from the Tiger shirt Joe classified fig. The difference being like all the climbing tools, I believe possibly that grappling hook, and then all the ropes
Yeah,
and the goggles. Yeah, I
yeah,
think
that's
that's
all.
it.
I was gonna say that's all Alpine reuse. So get to. I was wondering who else would get the rock climbing gear. So apparently it's Action Man.
Surprise.
All right, so now in order to compete with this, I need Mattel to start doing 6-inch Max Steel figures.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Unironically,
yeah.
yes. Unironically,
Dude,
yes.
I just straight up just drop it in the GI Joe stuff, and like it would totally work. Like, give me the dirt bike, give me the fucking glider and all that other crazy shit.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. That kind of brings us to our next slide. of or I'll go in reverse, I guess. But Tomb Raider GI Joe announcement was just randomly put out there by Pulse before Yojo June. So that's something that I feel like was on no one's radar.
Yeah, it caught me off guard really hard there.
Yeah, I said it in the Discord that I thought this was fake. I straight up thought this was fake. The blurriness of the background and like how crisp the Tomb Raider X GI Joe is versus like the kind of like quality of like the shield that it's on. I'm like, this has to be fake. And
Right.
Unfortunately, the GI Joe classified community is full of people who use AI shit. So like,
Makes sense.
there's tons of like, you know, Top Gun Maverick figure, Sylvester Stallone as, you know, take your pick action hero figure.
Fuck. What's his name?
Rambo.
No. Worse.
No, worse.
From Expendables?
Oh yeah.
What, is he in that?
Yeah, he
No.
isn't. He isn't that.
Mr. Ponytail. All 18 million TV movies. Fuck, what is his name?
Steven Seagal.
How I? Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the overlap there is a circle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for real. I actually have not seen a Steven Seagal GI Joe classified AI slop render, which
Really?
honestly, that's kind of surprising.
Yeah.
But yeah, like there's just like a ton of like, you know, 80s action hero AI slop shit that I've seen that's just like, yeah, like I'm sure that could work and all that stuff. But that's not what GI Joe classified is for. Well, you know, fuck me. I guess that is what we're doing.
Right.
So like, hey, anything that is, you know, kind of somewhat grounded in the realistic and they can probably, you know, reuse for later, you know. Yeah. Laura Croft, GI Joe classified. Why not? And I'm sure one of these GI Joe streams is going to be about that. And I'm interested to see how big that line is going to be, or if it's literally just Lara, right?
Right.
And you know, maybe it could be like Lara in like, you know, different looks. Like I can imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, like a snow version where she's wearing the coat and all that.
Yeah. Because it'd be reuse stuff. Like they could do a wetsuit version of her. And that way they could do like a female, either like Cobra Eel or a female like just Diver Joe. But there's a lot of like, you know, generic costume things that like a Laura Croft figure could easily slot into. So yeah, we'll see.
I wonder if they're gonna do a Angelina Jolie version.
No shot.
Press X to doubt. But you know what? There's a character figure reveal that was made today that I also said was not possible. But so who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Oh yeah. I just realized
what
you're talking about.
Yeah. They because the new game just went up for like pre-order and stuff. And like they're already like, all right, if you get this edition or if you pre-order, you get, you know, these costumes and whatever. Honestly, I bet the figures are just going to be literally those
costumes.
Yeah, those costumes from the new game. Because you know they're going to need reference materials, and those are that first game is a remake of the original game. So yeah, I think it's honestly just going to be those.
I just imagine how crowded that card is going to be, because it's going to be Tomb Raider X GI Joe Gamerverse series. Like but yeah, like anything that's just like, you know, military adjacent, you know, or even potentially like, you know, cop show adjacent is going to be rife for doing collabs. And I know that a lot of people are like, you know, GI Joe Classified seems to be slowing down a little bit, and then obviously with a few of the designers leaving the team, there might have been a little bit of a question of like, what are they going to do? They can only like mine the childhood member berries so much. So like,
Right.
I think I mean, granted, this is still that, but it's like,
Time cop. No,
it's, it's like all the collabing with stuff, that company is going to be paying them to make the figures, so that's like cash infusion for the budget, and that's like money they don't have to use for themselves. Yeah, I can definitely see it, because a lot of people are like, oh, they're going to just like pawn off G.I. Joe Classified to someone, once they move to Boston or whatever. And it was like, no, that's not what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's not going to be that. Collabs, that sounds about right. And on some level, they kind of already did that, right? They did that with Fortnite way in the beginning with Classified. There's a Snake Eyes and a Zartan Fortnite collab fig. I also know that on some level that was also because they also had the Fortnite license at the time. So all of that is to say, the collabing with both just like nostalgic, military adjacent properties and video games is very much a possibility for Classified moving forward, for just like more options during the year. A a universes beyond, if you will, for G.I. Joe Classified.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, and then smartly they also said no HasLab this year. Bravo, good job, Hasbro team. Please don't do a HasLab this year. Just don't.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising because the work that I'm already blanking, Lenny and the other guy that would have had input on this, that work would have already been done. Although you and I talked about it, what is it, the Baller or something? That was rumored.
Oh, the Thunder Machine for
Thunder
Dreadnoughts.
Machine, that's what it. Yeah, Thunder Machine. I mean, I'm not as familiar with it. I mean, but when you said it, I'm like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Where that could probably work as a made to order item. So
Yep.
maybe that just ends up being like a $200 made to order item instead of
Yep.
inflating it to be $250 or $300 HasLab item.
Yep. And then you can spin off all the pack-ins that it would have had as stretch goals as just
Yeah,
individual standard figs.
right, or post exclusives or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, with everything going on, it's a no-brainer, and I don't know why the other brands aren't doing that. Because I mean, I would be absolutely shocked if the Star Wars team doesn't do their HasLab this year, considering it's the 50th anniversary next year. Did you know it's 50th anniversary of Star Wars next year? I don't know if you heard. And then apparently, actually another Discord I'm in, because the Transformers guys sometimes reply to people on Instagram. And the other one of the Discords I'm in, was it Preternia? It might have been Preternia's Discord. Someone in there, they got a reply from, I think, Evan today about a question they sent months ago. Apparently, they're still going to do their HasLab this year, Transformers team. So, good fucking luck.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like a Transformers has been like consistently like successful though, in comparison to everyone else, right? Like,
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to be the case this year, if the rumors are true.
oh, okay. So, but yeah, so I'm glad that there's no HasLab, but yeah, if I feel like we're barreling toward like a Dreadnought like item of some kind that's pretty big, and I think a Thunder Machine would work. They already have like a model of it that is in 1/18 scale, or at least on some level they do, because they had that like sound wave uh collab
Oh yeah.
dreadnought thing. So they could just like upscale that and take away all the transforming aspects. Done.
Oof.
Or if they want to make it transforming, I'm also okay with that. I know, I know a lot. I saw someone was like, "Yeah, I made a 1/12 scale Optimus Prime because they're not going to do it." And I'm like, I would take a 1/18 scale though. To do that, do a 1/18 scale Optimus Prime transforming transformer, please. I am the freak that wants that. But yeah, 1/12 is probably a little bit too big for like a transformer, but 1/18 I think that can be manageable depending on the character. But yeah, I think that's it for G.I. Joe. Yeah, now it's off to Star Wars. So if you want to take away Falcon, and then I brought back the price graphic. I only pointed out for ones that I felt maybe either were weird or potentially too much, too little. I didn't realize this Zeb was 35. So
Yeah, he's a deluxe.
yeah, that's kind of wild, especially seeing the size comparisons between that and the previous version. But anyway,
Yeah, so we got
floor is yours.
another Mando and Grogu wave here. Almost as random as the first one. So yeah, the two standouts here are definitely up front on the left here. So we've got Embo. Most people well, maybe not most people since it's a movie now, but a lot of people collecting figures will know him from the Clone Wars. And then he made the jump to the big screen for the new movie. And yeah, he's fine. I mean, obviously he's a dedicated figure now. His hat comes off and stuff, and his bow can collapse down, and he comes with the little hook thingies as well, like the rock climbing hook thingies that he has as well. But he doesn't come with his dog, his little wolf dog,
Yeah,
buddy. So my theory is that
He's
Black
dead.
Series Black Series has the problem where they have a lot of unique sculpts and a lot of molding that they have to do for characters, and so finding a rhyme or reason to reuse stuff is certainly a craft for that team. Um, so I'm willing to bet that this figure probably gets re-released in a 2-pack with his dog. Maybe they repaint the Embo figure to be more Clone Wars esque, a little bit brighter colors and stuff. Um, I'm certainly interested in an Embo figure because he does have the cool factor, but I would also want his dog as well. Um, and these being I mean, Hasbro isn't making figures to the degree that they were in say like 2022, but these being movie figures, I feel like they probably overproduce these still. So, uh, uh, even if they don't do another Embo with his dog, I'm willing to roll the dice and see what happens to the price on this guy in the future. Um, and then of course the next most noteworthy figure in this lineup is of course Zeb, featured in the movie because they had the budget to have him there for more than 2 seconds. Um, yeah, so kind of like I alluded to with my pickups with the Rebels Zeb figure here. So they obviously changed the design quite a bit. He's more furry, and they got rid of his tiger stripes, which I thought was kind of disappointing. But I think more importantly, they just made him smaller. I don't really know why that was done. I haven't seen the movie myself yet, so I don't know if he's actually like got downsized or something. But yeah, just like I mean, granted, I have the legs bent a little bit, but just like next to, so I'm like lining up the feet here. So next to like a standard clone trooper here.
Oh yeah,
And
standing up
so
straight, that would be a lot
yeah.
taller.
And so the new Zeb figure is like, I want to say he's like at least half a head shorter.
Ooh.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say
So he
I'll pull up the
eh,
Toyark because there's a promo image with him standing next to Mando, and
Oh, nice.
they're pretty close. Not like
oh, actually, yeah, I have a Mando figure here I could compare him to. I should have just done that. Duh.
yeah. Again, if most of our graphics are from Toyark via promo images, so
No, there it
always
is.
yeah, always look at that. But yeah, like he's not that much taller versus whoa.
There's a
Yeah,
slight
like
deception here, though. You see, Mando is actually a lot closer to the camera than Zeb.
Oh, okay.
nah, he's not that much closer. He's maybe half a step closer, I think.
But but I
It's a
mean, he's like
slight.
there's
But yeah, like
that's a because he's also thicker.
yeah, it's also like just a mass,
He,
just like a bulk thing.
yeah.
Like they took away his shoulder width. Like they
Oh
narrowed his
man.
body quite a bit.
Well, then again, he's not wearing all the armor he was before, but
Yeah, but
he
still,
still
they
is a
yeah.
lot smaller.
My
I
my
Yeah.
mean,
my my joke on the on our Discord was that they gave him Ozempic.
Oh snap.
I mean that's also the thing, like with like live action Ahsoka, right? Like live action Ahsoka versus Rebels era Ahsoka, like her Leku.
Oh, Leku, yeah.
Yeah, her
That's
Leku
more of
were
like a
supposed.
That's more of a practicality thing. This is a completely CG character. You make him however big or small you want to.
Yeah, but
That is true.
that's what I mean. Like the it like in
Limitations of
my
mocap.
yeah in my head it's always gonna be wrong when like I the animation it to me is like the prime source. So
Yeah.
like as much as like I want to like things like Ahsoka, I want to like things when like Zeb shows up on screen. Like it's things like size where it inherently hurts my brain looking at them because it looks almost and this is not a dig at like fan made stuff, but it doesn't look like an official production. That's all I'm saying. Like it looks like something like a bunch of celebrities got together and make a Star Wars thing versus like an actual big budget like studio produced thing. And that's always rough. Like I know that Rosario Dawson probably didn't want to wear like a 20-pound thing on her head, but also you're gonna have to deal with all the people like me who are like, but it looks wrong. It
Yeah.
looks wrong. Okay. I was gonna say my wife does not even. She doesn't even have the live action.
I got one here.
Ahsoka. But yeah, but like her Leku in comparison to the Rebels one is just very different.
The Rebels one is in a different room.
It also
yeah.
reminds me of the Inquisitor.
Oh yeah, yep. I know
When they went for
Oh,
practical
the Grand
instead of
Inquisitor? Yeah.
yeah.
That was just a joke. That was They've literally made that race in live action before. Like there was no reason for that to
Yeah.
be that way.
They really fumbled the bag there. It's like they could have just CG'd it if they wanted to, but
yeah,
I guess not.
Yeah.
yeah. Both him and one of the brothers who appeared in Obi-Wan. That was also another one that was just like, yeah, that's
Fifth brother.
Oh
yeah, that's not the same. That's not the same guy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
who's this?
But I mean, yeah, I mean that isn't to say that this Zeb figure is a bad figure. I actually
Yeah.
do like one of the big reasons I was holding out to see what they would do for a live action Zeb figure is just because I think the yellow on here kind of clashes with his look just for me personally. And so when it just comes to like color, cohesion and whatnot, I do like, for Zeb being purple, I do like the blue and then the pops of white. I do like that for him on as far as just like as general color that that work for him. But then with the actual like what is he wearing, and it's just a New Republic flight suit, and like that's just not personal to him. It's just a flight suit.
Right.
So I think that's kind of lame that they didn't give him anything else to wear.
Yeah, and it's also kind of what they didn't just reuse, right? Like this is like new.
No, yeah,
sculpt.
it's completely new. Completely new.
Yeah.
They didn't even reuse the heads. The heads are dope. He comes with 2 heads. He comes with like a more. It's actually kind of similar to this head where it's like I thought that I actually was kind of surprised when I got this because I thought it was a completely flat, expressionless head sculpt, but he actually is a little stern, has a little bit of a grimace, which is nice. And so they did a similar expression head sculpt for the new one, and then a smiling head sculpt. But yeah, I think the balls are different. So even if you did want a head swap,
Oh,
and then
okay.
the size difference as well.
But yeah,
My
there's
brain
the
went somewhere else.
Doesn't really work.
yeah, there's a smirk versus the stern between them.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I mean,
Yeah. What a weird product shot of just like the back.
right.
Yeah,
Hey,
they
want to.
very, very rarely do back back. Yeah. So
Is it to show
They
the
know after
bottom of
that clone fiasco, man.
yeah, I don't like how they. I don't
Like-
like how they changed his feet too. They gave him toenails because like before he has claws.
Yeah.
Like
oh,
he
like
has
straight
like
up claws.
yeah, he has like straight up claws, and like the way he uses his feet in the show, like that makes sense. Like he gets pretty animalistic.
Right.
But if you look at his toes on the new figure for the new design, it's just
Like
toenails, and it looks weird.
sausage fingers, man.
Man, we all three of us went really weird places with this back shot. Like Joe starts thinking about like the other messed up backs, and then Falcon is like, yeah, he doesn't have claws. I mean, meanwhile, I'm just like, damn, Wiki Feet's gonna have a field day.
What's his Wiki Feet score?
What's his Wiki Feet score? Is the back of
It's
his
a
foot.
5. Look at those gripper.
All right. Okay, Zeb, we're gonna stop looking at your feet now.
I'm crying, man.
Speaking of feet, actually, speaking of feet, we'll go to IG here, who has new feet.
Yeah, that's interesting.
IG 12, I think, is the model in this movie, or well, so not this movie. He was cut from the movie.
Yes,
So Hasbro,
I was gonna say he's not in the movie at all.
He was originally in the movie. I assume it was cut because Carl Weathers passed away. And so
okay.
any Navarro, I don't know if they go to Navarro, but I assume any Navarro stuff or more deeper Navarro scenes got cut because of that. So that means IG got cut out of the movie.
Rough.
But yeah, this is using the more recent IG figure where the torso has it where Grogu's inside piloting it. And so they just made a new torso for that to have just a regular IG figure. Although they also, the designer was talking about on the stream how they also did some new feet. I guess they said they tried something, with the feet, and it didn't work out on that figure. I guess he had a problem standing or something. So they redesigned the feet as well. But yeah, expect this to be repainted and released as an IG-88 next year.
Yep.
Up top in the middle, we've got a new Grogu figure. This is a single release that's, I think it's only supposed to be $10, but some places have it for like 12 or 13. Hasbro Pulse included. It's weird.
Okay, I was about to check the price there.
No, yeah, on Pulse I think it's like 13, but the press release said it's 10. I think Target has it for 10. But yeah, honestly, this isn't too bad. Like they've done a single release Grogu once or twice before. But this is, with his new, he's got his backpack with a sigil on it, which is actually kind of cute. Comes with a couple other accessories, So for $10, it's not bad. I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I might have eventually pick this up actually. And then we got a couple troopers here to round things out. We've got Imperial Remnant Snow Trooper here. And this, I think there are some minor differences. I don't care enough about Snow Troopers to memorize what they are, but this is effectively just an army builder if you want Empire Strikes Back Snow Troopers, because he comes with an alternate head, and you can swap out the kind
The
of like
lower half.
the lower like face covering that it
The little
has.
jowls.
The weird plasticky jowl things that like there's like a one with like more. It's a really minor difference, but whatever, dude. There's like a more one with more wrinkles and one that's more straight. And so
Yeah, it's
actually that first
yeah.
one there, you could just see them all in one picture.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
what I remember Snow Troopers looking like.
Yeah.
I was like,
The
what?
one before that, you can see both of them side by side.
Oh,
Nope, the other way.
Oh,
These are out of order. There's an image before the product box.
Oh.
before that.
There
Oh,
you
wow.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's the one that's on the head is more straight, and then you have the other one that's slightly more wrinkly.
Ah.
Yeah, so this is cool for people that want it. It's not me, but I think it's a good thing that they probably overproduced this wave, because this is one that I can see actually selling well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, always good to have army builders for the people who actually do that thing.
Yeah. And then finally, a mercenary battle droid. I think the base of this that they're using, like, because this is a retool, so I think this is using the HK-87, I think it is, from like Mando and Ahsoka.
Oh yeah.
HK-87 or HK-74, one of those two, something like that. So yeah, that's being used as a base. And so obviously a new head here and some new overlays and accessories. I think he also steals the arm from Zero. Is that what his name was from the jailbreak episode of Mando?
Couldn't tell you.
Zero or
I
like
was like trying to think. I was like,
unfortunately, I don't
Zero,
oh.
or maybe it was 30, something like that. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of just a mishmash of droid parts. So
yeah. Like you said, it's a very mixed bag wave.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think parsing out these, I understand why they do it, but it's just one of those things where, like, when you don't see it in its totality, it's just so weird. And on top of that, just like who they choose to be in each wave is also just like an interesting thing also. Yeah,
The choices for figures for that movie is only going to get more interesting as the year goes on, let me tell you.
Yeah, and yeah, that was a few weeks ago now. So that was like right when the movie came out or right before, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so
Wait, the movie's out already?
yeah, dude.
Oh.
uh,
Okay.
yeah,
I might watch it this weekend, depending on time.
we're seeing in real time the failure of Star Wars / Disney marketing.
Oh snap!
Like,
no, I think it's the hair dye. It's just getting to me, man.
no,
Seeping in.
no, man. Like, the box office schedule is kind of crazy because I know Mando Grogu didn't have anyone really like vying for a second week, so they got what?
Oh,
Sorry. We haven't gotten to it yet. 3-0 Spider-Man just went up for pre-order.
Oh yeah, do your thing. But yeah, it's weird because Mando Grogu came out, and then the week after, not really much competition. Then I think it's this week, this past week, obviously, was Masters. I want to say Toy Story is out this week? Question mark. Or maybe there's a week between this and Toy Story. But again, this is what happens when you don't really keep track of that kind of thing anymore, and like you don't see commercials because all the stuff I have is ad free. So I don't know when anything comes out, man. I just when I'm like you when it's like, wow, that's out already, crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel like Mandalorian and Grogu was like drowned out by definitely other movies like Obsession and Backrooms. So
Yeah, there's also that. And you know, that's valid. Okay, so it looks like this week I don't think there's anything big this week. I think it's Toy Story next week. Unless I'm wrong and there is actually like a big movie coming out this week that I don't know about, and it's about to get absolutely slammed by Toy Story.
ooh.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, yeah, I don't know how I would feel about Toy Story 5. I didn't watch 4.
It was all right.
And,
They should have stopped at 3.
just the context clues that I got from watching the trailer for 5, I'm like, yeah, I don't really have an interest in this really. And I think they've, people have made that, that joke about the Toy Story movies are pretty formulaic in that way, and you can see a lot of the tropes that are showing up in 5 that were very much the tropes in all the other ones. So I don't want to say like once you see one, you've seen all of them, because that's not true. But
yeah, first and second, definitely different from the modern ones,
yeah,
So
yeah. But like you said, 3 should have been,
the end. Yeah.
it should have been like Endgame.
You start seeing
take,
like crossovers.
Hot take. I don't know.
Disney gets licensing for like more toys to show up. You see Motu pop in.
Well, I can't remember if we talked about it on stream, but it's like that weird thing of Burger King got the Mando Grogu license for like their Happy Meal stuff, or whatever they call the Burger King equivalent of Happy Meal. But like everyone's like, that's weird. I thought Disney and McDonald's are like this, and
Right.
it's because Toy Story is coming out, and so Burger King's like, or McDonald's is like, we don't want to double dip because we have to get rid of all of that Mando stock in only like a month, and that's not enough time to do that. So Burger King is like, we'll take it. Does anyone else want it? We'll take it. And so that's why you have. But granted, I think it is cool because like you have like the Mandalorian helmet crown thing. I think that's fun. But yeah, so even like essentially like people that Disney works with are even like, hey, these are like way too close together. Can you not do that next time?
Right.
So that's kind of wild also. I was gonna say hopefully Falcon gets that pre-order in.
Go get it. I believe.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to investigate my options for the special edition here.
Oh, okay. Because you also put the Mafex stuff up for Star Wars and
oh yeah, I just
Black
threw that
Panther.
in there real quick. It may be worth mentioning because it's I feel like this is just we need to put something out in order to keep the license sort of deal, because I don't remember their Ahsoka figure selling particularly well. It took a year or two for the stock to really dwindle. And this is Ahsoka the White, so I don't know how much popularity that's gonna have. I mean, they definitely got the skin tone better and the likeness better, so that's good. But I have to imagine this will be around for a little while. And then the Bo-Katan figure, that is still the first one they did is still readily available. It wasn't bad. This does have some improvements on it. That seems like they did new parts for quite a bit. And a new head. The likeness and the hair wasn't bad on the original one either. But I think this is a noticeable improvement in my opinion. Um, and then the Black Panther is just like a weird repaint. I mean, Hasbro did the same thing, but I mean, like, I can't imagine a lot of people are wanting to get this.
Yeah, I was literally looking at my wife's shelf and I'm like, does she have a Bo-Katan? And I'm like, I guess she doesn't. And
Yeah, I mean,
because
you can still get the first Bo-Katan on Big Bad, and it's like 10% off right now or something. I'm waiting for it.
yeah.
If it goes like low, I'm waiting for it to go like half, like 40 or 50% off, and then I might get it because like the Hasbro one, the hair looks terrible, and then it has the problem where it's a helmet over the head, so the helmet
Yep.
is really
The helmet's gonna
disproportionate.
look
So
really
like
big.
that's why I want to get the Mofix version, but I also don't want it so much that I'm willing to pay full price. So that if I can get it like half off, then I'd get it.
All right, and then what you're looking at right now.
Yes. So yeah, so 3-0's continuing their Marvel's Spider-Man 2 figures. They have yet to ship the advanced suit or the Miles figures. That was supposed to, like, the advanced suit was supposed to happen second quarter. We're almost done with the second quarter. It's obviously gotten delayed. I saw one or two people saying they heard it was October now for the advanced suit. I don't know how true that is, but I haven't seen. I don't know if maybe they got that from asking 3-0 at an event or something, or asking them on social media. I haven't seen an official post of any sort of delay and new date for it. And then I don't remember what the date for Miles was because I'm not getting that one. Um,
Oh, and then
I
Falcon,
I
you,
didn't
you
I
don't.
didn't hear that one. I think that was third quarter, so maybe that might still be on track. I don't know.
I was gonna say we actually just got a chatter.
Oh,
Uh,
really?
uh, Hi to Sam Hubby 4487. They asked, didn't Blockies just release a Bo-Katan? And I actually haven't been keeping up with the Star Wars uh,
Yeah.
stuff that Blockies has, but I
I did
mean that
not
would.
know
I think
they were doing Star
I think
Wars.
they did stuff for the movie, so I think they did a Mando.
Yeah,
I
I
think
I
I saw
I
that.
did see folks talking about like uh I want to say it was original trilogy characters that Blockies did, and they were actually surprised at how nice they looked. Only because like Blockies, obviously, like their big thing is like Transformers, so it's like robots, and then like superheroes, like all the superhero proportions, all that stuff. So Star Wars people weren't sure, how they were gonna look. So like I don't know, like for the most part, like normal characters were just surprising to uh uh were surprising to folks. But yeah, I imagine we're gonna get Bo-Katan stuff for a while. Um and again, so I was looking at the shelf because I'm like, she doesn't have one. Huh. And she has like the one night owl that's played by um the one wrestler. But she doesn't have a book stand, which is kind of funny.
Oh,
Uh,
that is weird.
Oh snap! They
uh,
did. Oh
Casca
wow.
Reeves, I think that's her character name.
yes, it is Casca. But yeah, so Joestar, you confirmed that Blockies did in fact do a Bo-Katan.
Yeah. I'm not sure about availability in the U.S. though. I'm just looking into it right now. I'm like seeing some images. I'll send it into the stream chat. There's no helmetless head, of course. They focus more on the armored look. So,
Yeah.
oh,
But yeah, thanks for joining us. I had not seen the message earlier, and it doesn't give me timestamp. So hopefully you're still here and you got your answer. But yeah. Anything else on the 3-0? Other than you're actively buying it.
Yeah, I mean, I mean,
Crazy.
it's basically a zero stakes putting in a pre-order on Big Bad, so I immediately did that.
Okay.
And so I've never, I read this before, but I was double checking. And so the thing with this figure is, unlike the previous two figures, there's a standard version and then there's a special version, a special edition one. And the special edition one, if you join our Discord, you'll see all the images that I posted. That the special version comes with, it's kind of similar to the figure Hasbro actually just did for the Secret Wars wave, where there is a kind of like normal Peter Parker, normal Spider-Man masked head with like the symbiote goo, starting to creep across it. So there's an alternate head for that, and then there's a couple of effect or there's like a hand, and then like a ripping symbiote goo effect piece, to pair with that head, if you so choose. Um, but you could only buy the special edition version from 3-0's store. Well, 3-0 is a company located in Hong Kong, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Definitely overseas, outside of the U.S. They are not a domestic company. They're an import company. Um, and so, I mean, even before this went out for pre-order, I was investigating it, and I posted screenshots on the Discord about this, trying to figure out the process. And so thankfully they have warnings on their website. They're like, "Hey, we don't cover any shipping fees, we don't cover any tariffs, anything like that. You got to pay all of it." And I'm like, "Oh, that's not good. That's expensive right now."
Yeah.
So like this is already an expensive item. Shipping's not free, and like tariffs aren't included, and import fees are not included in that shipping price. Um, and so basically that alternate head is an extra $40.
Yikes.
And I'm like, I don't think that's really worth $40. And I got to the point of the checkout screen where I'm going to pay, and they don't take PayPal.
Oh.
So they have a bunch of like Asia region, China pay options here that I've never heard of. Well, I've heard of WeChat, but I didn't know you could pay through WeChat.
That is
That's
interesting.
weird. And yeah, some other stuff I never heard of, but like for us regulars, the only options are Visa and MasterCard. And
Yeah,
I feel
Visa
like
has their own kind of like processor interface thing, right?
well, yeah, it's not even like, I know what you're talking, like the Visa Pay thing or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
It's kind of like PayPal, but Visa. It's not even that. Like it's something called like there are two options, and like there are two. I assume these are two different payment processors, and so one of the payment processors is for like Chinese options, and this other one that I've never heard of called CyberSource. And so under that option, you have Visa, MasterCard, and then JCB. I assume that's maybe something in Europe. I've never heard of JCB before. But yeah, like I feel like like most other people, don't have a MasterCard. I feel like it's like Visa, Discover, or Amex over here. I mean, I know we have MasterCard, but
I'm only
you're
chuckling.
laughing. I assume you have MasterCard then.
I do.
Okay.
I was gonna say, not a sponsor, but hey, I'll take MasterCard money, because Saver is the card that I use for like restaurants and grocery.
Oh, okay.
Because
I think I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's a 3% back.
Nice.
So if I was a huge shill, I would just put my like referral code in the chat or something. But
Oh, there you go.
but I'm not being paid to do that yet.
But yeah, so I don't have a MasterCard, and my only Visa card is my debit card, and I don't feel comfortable putting that in here. So
Okay. Yeah,
I guess I'm SOL.
yeah, that's the it's one of those things where like I know a lot of people kind of rag on BBTS for like including like extra fees for like import stuff, but like when you're like in a situation like you're in right now, like
Yeah.
that extra amount that they put on top of it is very much worth it. Like
Well,
just
so that's
having to not deal with any of that stuff,
yeah.
100%.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So the MS, so I think the price did go
Nope.
like well, maybe it's a wash in terms of accessories, because he has like these it's actually kind of similar to if you have the if you have the Marvel Legends Gameverse Venom, where he has that tentacle effect accessory.
Yeah.
So this Spider-Man comes with pretty similar. He actually comes with two for both hands. So that's pretty cool accessories that you're not really getting with the other ones. You're getting the Waldos with Advanced Suit Spider-Man, but you're only getting like shock effect pieces for Miles. But I'm trying to find the price on the other ones real quick. It went up a few dollars, but not like a ridiculous amount. Okay, so the Advanced Suit Spider-Man and the Miles were $70. Big Bad was charging, I think, 77. Yeah, 77 for them. And then the Symbiote Spider-Man. Oh wait, that's the special edition I'm looking at. Is that the same price or a different price? Uh, um, Spider-Man.
That again, just I just love the wonders
Oh,
of just like doing
they're
like
the
a
same price.
live buying.
Yeah. So
Yeah, live buying.
it went up $10. So that's a little bit more. That's definitely pushing the no-brainer threshold. So
I was
yeah,
gonna say the Big Bad doesn't have like a deposit.
yeah, so that's
thing.
why I was trying to find the price just so I could compare. So the MSRP for Symbiote Suit Spider-Man is $80, and Big Bad has him for 83. So it's only $3 extra. But they have the note on here that they've since added on, that they've tell you whether or not it's included on products now since last year. This does include any sort of tariff charge in that price. So, combined with their pile of loot and their flat rate shipping, that $3 extra is basically nothing as far as I'm concerned.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then I was gonna say, if we're good with this, we can probably move on.
Yes, sorry, we can finally move on
no,
from
it's
this
okay.
segment.
It's interesting because again, and I feel bad for folks that do import stuff just because like the pre-order windows are just like at kind of weird times. Especially if
Dude,
they
yeah,
like
so
they
only
really like don't line up.
when I won't do any more internet searching. It had to have been like what, just in the last week. So like they showed this off at a show. We talked about it on the last stream, I think. So that was a few weeks ago that they actually revealed this figure for the first time. And then they officially announced it with the product promo photos within the last week. Sometime last week, I think it was. But when they did that last week, there was no price given and there was no date given for pre-orders or release date. And so yeah, just just now I was checking my email real quick, in an hour at 9 something I got an email from Big Bad saying like, hey, this is up for pre-order now. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
there's
wild
no
because
warning basically.
yeah, apparently today was just the day of shadow drops because I think the next slide is the start of the Marvel Legends stream.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
nailing the transitions today. Uh, we're doing it out of order because I'm gonna eat crow. I'm gonna eat crow right now because I said this guy was not gonna happen, and you know what? He exists.
It
I
happened.
I remember I saw that leak list with Cavalry, and I said, this leak list is fake. Just straight up off the top. I just could not believe that they were going to make a figure of this. The scene was so short. It's just, I didn't think they could get the likeness right. And yeah, he exists. He's here, and he can.
I sadly don't like the proportions on his muscles. They
I
aren't
was
big
gonna,
enough.
yeah, I was gonna say he is not as jacked as he should be.
Or it's not that he's not as jacked. It's his shoulders are too, like, to me they're too
Round.
low. Like,
Well, so this should
Mm.
have the ball jointed shoulders, so you should be able to push them up.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
If it does look better like that, then possibly maybe decent fig, but
Oh,
it feels
wait.
off.
So that's gonna be the first. Is that gonna be the first ball shoulders on like a non-textured torso? Because I feel like
Oh,
so far they've only
Yes.
been on Wolverine and on. Oh no! No, wait, no.
There's a comic. No, Black Bolt. Black Bolt had them.
oh
No,
yeah, yeah.
no, it's Triton. Triton has the
Oh,
ball
Triton.
shoulders,
Oh, okay.
but
Okay.
he also has a textured torso though.
Oh, he does. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, either way, interesting to see that tech is
It's
being used in
happening.
other stuff. Yeah. Um, I mean, I'm not like, wow, like ball shoulders, but obviously it's like new tech. So like we're always wanting them to try to do new stuff, especially if it's a improvement on just a full like range of motion. So, but yeah, so this is
Yeah,
full
I have
pinless.
absolutely zero interest in this. But if it goes on super sale, I might be willing to just get it as an upgrade and throw a Hugh Jackman head on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like full pinless. Honestly, my first thought was like you could just like make this just be a regular guy.
Yeah,
You take the caval head off, you put him on someone else, and that's just like a
give
a
him
normal
like a trucker
dude.
cap.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
My new
Uh,
action guy, trailer park guy.
I also feel bad for the Legends team because they said like this is the first time we're just like only doing concept art figures. But I mean, I would argue that that's usually what they always do when they make
Right.
MCU figs is that they're usually just working off the concept art, even if it's inaccurate to the actual movie. But I get what they mean. So if you wanted Wolverpool or this X-Force repaint of Deadpool with weird like bronze question mark guns, there you go. I hope that makes you happy, I guess. But yeah, Cavalry was definitely the like, oh snap, this is a confirmation of something like literally like a year ago. I was like, that's bullshit.
Same.
uh,
Yeah,
and
these
yeah, I was gonna say,
go ahead.
True.
Sam Hubby is like, yeah, concept art figs are cool, but where's our Gambit?
That is valid. 100% valid.
Yep.
Yep.
I pray
I
that
think-
it comes in the next wave,
I think
maybe.
I think Gambit got pushed to an Avengers wave.
Yeah, it's very clear they're just gonna save him for Doomsday.
Yeah, and release him with other X-Men related
Deadpool one.
characters.
Yeah.
But the real question is, where's Elektra? Because that was on the leak list as well.
Correct.
That's the only thing we're missing. So why wasn't that figure announced with these? What's going on there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I honestly think they should have done like all the extra cast first and then start hitting all the like variants or like the concept art stuff, but you know, I guess they got to make their money first.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Gambit for sure should have been uh earlier than concept art stuff. Like that's
Right.
just kind of like a no-brainer. But yeah,
And this
again,
and
this is for like those very, you know, big Deadpool heads. I know they exist, so they want like every version
yeah.
of Deadpool possible. So
Yeah, I definitely think that's the case here because as someone that, bought too many Wolverine figures and low key looking to get another one. We'll see how that pans out. For reasons you'll may or may not find out why. Um, yeah, this I I'm surprised. I mean, I'm not surprised, but like these are just like straight up just the exact same figures. Like Wolverine has a new belt and a new head, and that's literally it.
Yeah.
Which
oh
is
wow, I didn't
fr-
even notice that they gave him a new belt.
yeah. And from I mean, I haven't looked at it in a while, but from what I recall, like his the Wolverine pool, the Wolverpool, whatever suit is completely different. Like the details on it are completely different in the concept art. Um, so like,
They just
yikes.
really wanted
Um,
to reuse that Wolverine
just
mold again.
one more time, got to give
Just
you
one
that
more time.
funky left boot that doesn't look right. Well, I guess
Oh
it's
yeah.
actually black, so you're not gonna notice it in this one. Yeah, same thing with the Deadpool. Like, I don't know.
I might get this
Sure.
I'm
X-Force
happy with the
Deadpool.
normal
I
one.
mean,
I still need to get the
Oh yeah,
maximum
because
Deadpool,
you're
but
building out X Force a bit, right?
yeah, because like
okay,
X-Force Deadpool is like the only thing I really need, to be honest.
yeah,
Because like I have pretty much all the other X-Force guys. Well, actually, I don't think I have X-Force Wolverine. Yeah,
hold
I
on.
that's like the only one I need aside from Deadpool. So yeah,
I'm trying to
Yeah, it's
remember if
interesting
there's
that
that's on the leak
they
list or not.
they gave him that. So this is the. I am actually I haven't looked to compare. Maybe it's not. I wonder. Does this have pins? Oh, I think he does have pins.
yeah.
I think
I
this
see
is.
one in his knee there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is Deadpool 2 or Legacy, the Legacy re-release Deadpool, because he has like the open gesturing hands, which came with the that didn't come with the Deadpool and Wolverine figure. That came with the Legacy / Deadpool 2 figure.
Yeah. I'm also just uh is that how the holster is? Like the gun just like sticks through it?
Yeah,
I,
that does look kind of dumb. So I
I
might just
think
have
so.
him guns in hand,
yeah.
so
That's
we don't have
every,
to.
yeah, every once in a while when looking at these for long enough, you just like notice those things that you usually just like, you know, shove out of your
Your
brain. But
brain
yeah,
just glosses over.
yeah,
Right.
like because my Deadpool is holding his guns, so I never thought about like holstering them. So yeah, I don't.
Yeah, they stick through, but you don't notice it because his guns are black.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, we're not gonna linger on this too much longer. Like I said, I'm eating crow with the Cavalrine, so you can get your Caval head and potentially like better Wolverine body, and then these two variants. Uh, the next thing is again uh more leak list confirmations because we got Val and the Void, which I'm not gonna lie, after seeing Robo's custom Void, like it kind of just blows this one out of the
Yeah.
water.
Oh, for sure. But he used like the pitch black paint though, so that's
Yeah,
kind of not
the
fair.
Right.
the translucent aspect is interesting. I've only seen the movie once, so like I don't remember the
Same. I know
Void
what you
being
mean.
like that.
Same. Yeah.
So uh it makes me curious on upon rewatch because I will rewatch it at some point to kind of like notice details like that.
To me, he was just like literally black silhouette on the screen, like pure
Yeah.
black. So Robo's custom was like really on point for sure.
Yeah. And then this Val, I'm trying to think if the skirt, did they show, we'll just go to the Toyark photos. Did they show
I
this?
was trying to figure that out too. I think it's new because the only other character I can think of with a skirt is like Moira / MJ / Emma, and that's a shorter skirt that's above the knee.
Oh man, I think
That
she's,
is a crazy like photo here.
yeah, she looks like she's being held hostage.
Right.
But yeah, did they just traffic cone her? Like that's just how you got to deal with it.
Yeah, I wonder. It's hard to tell if these are the same feet.
That looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I hope it's new legs that they're. I mean, obviously you can't see them, but I hope they're like pinless legs. That means they'll be more sturdy. Because
yeah,
the old female civilian legs were, super bendy.
yeah. Sam Hubby is probably correct that this is most likely a Peggy Carter.
Oh, Peggy
skirt.
Carter. That's a good call.
Yeah. That's, and like I said, that the feet look the same as that.
Yeah, it does.
It's like I've seen. I know it sounds weird, but I've seen those feet before.
No, because
wiki feet. Not joking.
I think this is a different. I think this is a new skirt, unless there's like a double, like stacks, like because obviously that the coat piece is an overlay there on the waist.
Yeah,
that
that's
goes
new.
down over the skirt.
That's new. But
Yeah,
I think the skirt might be old. But that's weird though. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on we don't know what's underneath there. It kind of depends on what's underneath. I mean, if I'm hoping that this is new because that is I don't care about this figure at all whatsoever, but like just as far as like future reuse potential, hopefully it is new because that is a good decent, female civilian body to have.
Yes. And then in terms of potential reuse or actual reuse, we have another Spidey. This time, this brand new half mask over the head. Falcon shaking their head because they might be cooked on this one.
The more I thought about this figure, the more pissed I get. This product should not release. This is straight up bullshit. Why are you releasing a No Way Home Spider-Man figure that is almost it's like 95% a re-release of the original figure? And then you're releasing it after the new version that you're putting out for Brand New Day, the new movie, which also has a very similar suit design. It's slightly, it is retooled, but the limbs are literally identical, and it just has a new torso. But like if you squint, you're not going to notice the differences. So this is coming out.
I hope those reds are the same, dude. I hope those reds are the same.
So you are effectively only putting this out to charge $28 plus tax for this head. A head that should have been included in the Brand New Day figure, which doesn't come with an alternate head. What are you doing?
Yep.
This figure makes me want to commit crimes.
Yeah, it was very interesting watching reactions from this because I feel like a lot of people were very much just kind of breezing past the fact that, like, I don't know, I feel like the original release was better. And
yeah, I don't think these colors are accurate at all whatsoever. I think they just
Yeah, I mean
threw new colors on it, and
the
it's like it's different.
the color consistency thing is always going to be something that bothers me. I was just um, reorganizing my stuff the other day, and I had all the different X-Men 97 Wolverine heads, like so no mask, and all of them have different skin colors. And I just don't understand why. I don't understand why. It's like it's one of those things where, like, even if you wanted a head swap, like his arms were exposed, so
Right.
you can see that
I
they're
wonder.
different.
I wonder if that is a byproduct of just like, um, whatever Caucasian skin tone plastic is currently on the factory line is what they use.
I mean,
Mm.
I would believe it because again, I was in the like in that box of organization, just the different tones used for like hands and heads is just like kind of maddening. Anyway,
Which
uh,
in theory doesn't make sense because like if you've ever seen the early production process of a figure, they have swatches of color of what each part and like the hex code of what the colors should be. So in theory, you think that for every like for example Wolverine that you're talking about, you would think that they would carry over that hex code tone over for every figure.
yeah. It also does make me kind of afraid that there's certain things and processes that make it so like they can't they can't nail that color every time. I really hope that's not the case, and I really hope it's just like they just don't really think about it too much. But yeah, it is irritating because I did see people already asking like, are the reds and blues even the same between this one and the No Way Home version? And then obviously
The-
it's not going to match the
yeah,
brand new day one, but
yeah,
like you said,
the
that one doesn't come with a Peter head, and
yeah,
so if you double dipped and you got this one and that one, would they even go together? And the answer is probably
right,
no.
right. I mean, thankfully there is separation between the mask on his head and the neck, so they won't be directly next to each other for you to be able to tell. But like, yeah, if you're gonna do this pose here where you have the hands up like this, so like those reds might not match and they'll be next to each other. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Uh,
I legitimately
because
don't know what they were thinking with this.
because kind of going along those lines, the Green Goblin is also kind of the same thing. I've seen people say that the greens aren't the same between this one and the No Way Home version. I
No,
don't
they're
know.
definitely not.
Um, so
I don't know. That's not a problem for me. I feel like it was. I mean, so yeah. So this. I mean, I'm so fucking hyped for this Green Goblin. It was on like someone's leak list, but like I think it was one of the sketchy ones, so it wasn't uh clear if
they're
this
all
was.
sketchy until they're right.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I guess so. But yeah. So this is pretty much a head to toe new Green Goblin
Mhm.
because the only thing they could have reused is the head. But yeah, the greens are different, but I don't know. From what I remember, at least like I remember like the Toy Biz figure, which a lot of people still have, and that was definitely a brighter green on that toy.
Was it
Yeah,
Um,
brighter or what was it more pale, like a paler green than this?
I don't know.
uh, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
might
sure
get
either.
this for nostalgia purposes.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I think it reminds me of a post I saw literally just a few days ago about someone asking, is there's a way to get the Green Goblin No Way Home fig uh at like a not a crazy scalper price, and I really hope they saw the announcement today
Right.
because the prayers were answered. Um, and yeah, you get the Defoe head unmasked, which I'm sure is different, right, from
yes,
the
it is
No
a
Way Home.
neutral expression.
Yeah.
I'm
Nice,
actually
nice.
very happy with that because now when I get my San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Professor X in his hover chair, I can put my Patrick Stewart in his blue suit just straight in there, and then I take that Professor X, toss the head, and then I'll put my new
Hell
I'll put my
yeah.
new straight expression Willem Dafoe head on there, and I'll be good to go.
Yeah.
Or slap that head on a Joe body. Make it
Oh.
commando.
Oh, I did have a small note about the Val and Void pack that I forgot to mention. It did sound like we are gonna get a ghost.
Okay,
I
finally.
know I'm like the one person who cares about that, but that it has been irritating because I like Ghost as a character, and their look is so sick in Thunderbolts. And the
Yeah.
most like this is the most toy look you can get, and she still doesn't have a figurette. And
Well,
irritates me. Irritates
her
me.
original white. There is a figure of her original white look.
Yeah, and I have that.
Okay.
I do have that.
You're like, but I want the new one
but I want the new one.
I assume
Don't
that would be in
kill
a
her in
2-pack with
Doomsday. I swear to God. I swear to God, MCU. I will find
I
Kevin
assume that-
Feige. Do not
I
kill
assume
her.
that'll be in a 2-pack with Bucky. 'Cause we
Yeah.
never got a new figure of Bucky.
All right, I'm gonna predict the scene. I'm gonna predict the scene now.
Don't do it, Joe Star. Don't
The
put it out into the
Thunderbolts
universe.
come in to assassinate Doom, right? So Ghost phases into the room, but Doom already knows she's there, so he just straight up grabs her, chokes her out, and then she's trying to phase out, but you see his gauntlet is like glowing. Hey, probably snaps her neck. I'm calling it.
Joe Star, I've removed Kevin Feige from the list, and now you're at the top of the list. If that happens,
Oh, shit. Oh man.
Oh man, but no, man. I just know the Thunderbolts are gonna just be prime jobber targets for what's about to happen in Doomsday / Secret Wars, and that just makes me sad because
It was pretty good.
Yeah, I liked Ghost's character in Ant-Man and Wasp. I liked them in Thunderbolts, even though they didn't really get to do very much. And yeah, I just feel it's a waste if they just don't do anything with that design.
Also, like all the setup and build up to Thunderbolts, only to just kill them off is like big no.
Yeah. But yeah, some good.
So one quick thing, interesting thing to note about Green Goblin is that they gave him boot swivel. Thank God. The original figure did not have any articulation there, so that made it really difficult to get it into cooler poses and for it to stay in those poses on the glider. I didn't realize it until I took it down one day to dust him, but my Green Goblin, just because of he can't hold the pose of that I had him in, and so he's just been slowly leaning further and further back. Yeah. But because he's like up higher, like I didn't really notice it. So yeah, he's been slowly leaning back. Yeah, hopefully that won't be as much of a problem. It is a weird cut. I wish it was lower down on a leg, closer to the ankle. But this is how the Marvel Legends teams typically does this kind of articulation. So I'm glad it has it at all.
Yeah,
and also glad
that
I'm also glad that I did a couple years ago go back to Ollie's and I got that second Fortnite glider. So now I have a second a second stand that I can put this on.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, the next batch of stuff, kind of brand new day related.
Yeah, the way they pitched this was interesting.
Yeah.
Joe, sorry, you're just laughing at Scorpion, right?
Yeah, because dude, like you change the slide and it's just full flash, and I'm like, whoa!
Jump scare.
Yeah, I'm
put
like,
that thing
oh!
away.
Yeah, this is a
But
Wendy's. Like,
yeah. We were talking about it pre-stream, but we had not noticed that this scorpion comes with nothing else other than a head. So that kind of sucks.
yeah.
Really cool to have this classic design. I know a lot of people like the I don't know what's going on with the face, but like it's not a I feel like it can't be a mask, but at the same time I don't know how else to describe it, but like it's
He saw the
Every
movie
time he goes
Oppression.
out, he puts on a mask on his eyes, and then like like a Mad Max guy just spray paints his face, and then he takes the
On like the
eye cover off.
Question in Justice League.
Yeah.
yeah. Like I don't know what's going on there, but that's what it be. That's what the tail looked like. Yeah. I mean, there you go. But more interestingly enough, this boomerang is being listed at 25, or at least all the promotion stuff for it was for 25.
Better
I
come with a
don't.
lot more boomerangs.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if that's gonna actually happen. Um, and I did like that they did note that you cannot take the boomerangs off that are on his body. Those are glued on. But yeah,
Not
there's only
cool,
the
man.
two. There's only the two. But yeah, good to have two classic looks for characters, especially if they're. I don't know about like putting the brand new day branding on them, but yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
That's what threw me off the most, was just the box was just brand new day. You could have just done Marvel Legends, like very standard packaging, but bro.
Yeah, what I don't get is that, so I mean,
Aren't these exclusives?
Oh,
I
maybe.
don't remember. Let's look at our Marvel, because I would have copied. Yes. Scorpion
Amazon
is Amazon, and
Boomerang is
Boomerang
Walmart.
is Walmart.
Yeah,
So
that's weird.
So that means they probably paid to have additional figures for the movie.
See, the reason why I bring that up is that I feel like these should be on retro cards.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, actually, especially since they're like more classic costumes for sure.
Yeah, so that's also just very interesting. I feel like these would have normally been on retro cards. But yeah, like I said, good to have these classic looks though, especially I think the last time Boomerang was done was Bucky Cat body. So like I said before, that body is pretty rough when you look at it in comparison to a new fig. So anyone who gets upgrades, good for them. I just put all these together. They're not related, but they are kind of exclusive based. Doom is obviously another on the Secret Wars card. I pointed out on the Discord that it's interesting because this was just set as Comic Doom on the leak list, and it was going to be for Walmart, but they didn't know it was going to be Secret Wars Doom in particular. And I did already do the due diligence, and I'll real quick go to the next slide. I did put up that Doom versus the previous 2-pack one, and unfortunately they are not matching like at all, just like everything. Yeah, like I was surprised it was literally everything. I thought that at least either the greens were going to be the same or just the metals were going to be the same, but it's literally like top to bottom, like
right. Even the torso, like you see on the left, like the old 2-pack one, it has like the details engraved in it, but on the right it's just a print or a decal.
No,
it's kind of
it has this it is the sculpted, but they also printed more detail onto it. Like if you look,
it is hiding that sculpt.
Yeah, well that's the thing. Like the panel lining on it is actually like pretty good. That like it makes it look like sculpt, but like the chest in particular does have like a few bits on it that are in fact printed. But yeah, I never noticed that the belt even existed on the previous version because the belt is there. It's just
Right.
not painted at all. But yeah, so kind of rough if you wanted to army build these without having to buy Photon. I really thought that that was going to be the case when they eventually remade this guy, but not at all. The greens don't match up, the metals don't match up. So this is purely like, this is what the toy looked like, which is like, that's what it's supposed to be. He comes with this funky looking gun. That's what the toy came with. So it works. And then going along with Falcon just tossing a head in the trash. So Doc Samson here is a welcome addition to the Hulk subline. I was glad they pulled out the packaging for it because I was afraid that Samson was going to be just fucking huge and like the box was going to be the same size, and he's therefore like the same size as like the various Hulk characters we've gotten so far. But it's just a normal box, and yeah, that smiling head is gonna be thrown in the garbage because I don't like it.
I kind of agree. Yeah.
This
If
this
I
head just Yeah, go ahead.
if I could remove the hair off of the smiling head, then I'd make it like the short hair Doc Samson. But
Mm,
aside from that, like, nah.
yeah, but another needed classic character. And then going along those lines, we already saw it on the retro cards for the X-Men before, but Cypher was obviously going to get a figure. And he comes with this sword that is Warlock formed into a sword, so that's kind of cool. I was very much wondering what they were going to give him because I could see them just giving him hands, but I think that would kind of suck. So they gave him something.
Yeah.
So that will be a Target exclusive. And they're gonna match the magic from Secret Wars, so people can start
Ooh.
army. Not, I guess you shouldn't army build into the new mutants because they're going to release the other characters at some point. But I know some people are not
Right.
going to wait, and they're gonna do that anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it makes for good body fodder, so,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, why not?
Yep. And then
Ooh.
we're getting a 97 Beast, which I have already seen a little bit decisiveness over.
Yep.
Surprisingly enough.
I kind of like this.
You can never make everyone happy.
Yep. I very much cannot wait to get this. He looks good. I threw up together the two side by side. It is very much night and day, I will say, once you see them like
yeah.
right next to each
Yeah.
other. Like I also with Zeb's toenails comment, it reminded me that I was going to bring this up. Like the claws are not painted on this beast.
Oh, snap. Yeah.
I can't remember if they mentioned if that was gonna change when they actually made the figure, but yeah, that's gonna bother me. Thankfully it's just white, so you can easily
Yeah.
do that. But yeah, kind of a wild thing to do on that fig. But yeah, I think
that might be accurate though.
yes, I think it might be, but I was debating whether I'm gonna risk trying to get Beast off of the shelf, but I'm not. That's like the tallest it could be, so I'm not gonna do it.
It's pretty packed in there too, so.
But yeah, like unfortunately I don't think like the hands and stuff are going to work. Like if you wanted to swap them, also, obviously the blues are different, but also I think that fur texturing is on the back of the hands. So like this is like truly like a absolutely new sculpt. But as a person who has gotten 97 stuff for my wife, this is going to be her beast. We're probably just going to do a little swapsies. So She's gonna get the 97 Beast to go with the rest of her stuff that's 97, and then I will have Comic Beast to go with my Comic X-Men. And I know it sucks for people who wanted like the lab coat and stuff, but I do like that he comes with different accessories also.
Right.
Or you
So-
can just
Can't-
wait for the MCU one.
Right.
Yep, also that.
Is that coming with a
I-
lab coat?
Who knows? Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
but-
wasn't there one already out with the lab coat? You could always just swap that over. I'm pretty sure.
I was gonna say
Unless
the
That's the
torso
one
too
everyone
big.
wants but
Yeah.
doesn't have.
yeah, it's very pricey. It's like in the 3 digits. And I was watching Dan Who's surprise stream today, and he was saying how, like this release is actually not going to make that price go down because now people really want that one because it's the only way to get the beast size lab coat and like the textured look.
True.
If that's what you want. But I think they did. And crediting Dan Who and his stream, but they did say this could be at least like the body and like the top of the legs wise could be a good base for a X Factor beast. So reuse in the future. And this is a ball waist also too.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's
so-
actually pretty sick.
They didn't say it on the stream, but Dan made sure to post afterward like it does have a ball waist, so it can get pretty crunchy to do your beast ball special if you want it.
You
Oh,
say
yeah.
this would be a good X Factor beast, but then they made the choice to do on that Future Foundation thing. They sculpted the pant lines on him. So I wonder if they would do the same thing on an X Factor beast.
Oh man. Like I said, when they said like, oh, they could reuse the torso, I'm like, oh yeah, they could. And that's probably why it's not textured. But yeah. But you're right. The legs and arms do have like that like fur tuft on them.
Yeah, that too.
So you couldn't do the whole body, but at the very least, in the future, if they did a X Factor Beast, they can reuse this torso, which would have a ball waist. So that's good. And then we got 2 teases. I actually didn't intend this to be the thing, but they could totally make this a mini comic Christmas Spidey if they wanted to,
yeah.
and use this.
Yeah, I
cover.
initially thought that they were related and it was going to maybe be like a 2-pack or something, but then they made it sound like it was 2 separate products.
I was
Right.
gonna say I know a whole bunch of people were showing. I think it was a Toy Biz release back in the day that it was a Christmas Spidey with a Christmas Mary Jane.
I saw that as well.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing that. I think they are, like you said, these are 2 different things. But I had not thought about how Christmas Spidey was going to be released, and if they did a mini comic one, like that would work. They have the cover.
Yeah.
And I don't know. And Falcon, I'm crediting you with like giving me the idea of like, oh, this could be a mini comic, Mary Jane. Like I would not have thought about that. I would have just like, oh, it's like a Mary Jane comes with a Mary Jane on a magazine, whatever.
Yeah,
But-
I initially thought that was like something original that they had come up with, but then I saw someone else posted like, no, this is like a literal like comic cover.
Yeah,
Right.
because it even has the Marvel logo in the corner.
Yeah.
Of it.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize that was an actual comic cover. But the thing with when they do the comic cover figures or the mini comic figures, from what I can recall, those are usually like those figures are like literal representations of those depictions and those comics that it comes with. So I'm like, I don't really need a strapless dress MJ figure. I mean, I would like I would like just a regular, civilian MJ figure for the shelf. Um, but I don't know. But like if I'm also trying to think about it along the lines of like you are making a newly sculpted civilian female figure, and MJ makes the most sense to do it to justify making that mold and spending the money. And so like if you're gonna go through all that trouble, I feel like your reuse potential of a woman in a strapless dress is a lot lower than more normal street clothes. Not that women wearing dresses isn't normal street clothes, but I'm thinking more just like, jeans, t-shirt, and jacket, like typical Spider-Man New York wear that we see, on people and civilians. I feel like that would be more versatile reuse potential as well. That's just how I'm thinking of it.
Yeah. Also, I just want to make a quick note. Man, some of the things written on this cover are fucking out of pocket, dude.
Yeah, dude.
These are crazy.
Yeah.
Like
the
it's like,
ultimatum
are you really
wave,
gonna print that?
the
like,
ultimatum wave is messed up. If you don't know what happened to Ultimatum, the fact that they referenced it on this cover is bonkers. That's wow.
If you read it, it says we test what 12 doomers, or
no,
am I
12,
going blind?
12 cleansers that will wash
Oh,
your
cleansers.
blemishes
Okay,
away.
I am going blind.
But the fact that it references Ultimatum at all is fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
insane.
Yeah, obviously just like the bringing sexy back and bringing boys to the yard is just like, wow, this is so dated, it's kind of insane. Oh yeah, it's from 2009, so this is literally from when I was in high school. uh yeah, I would need to obviously track down this issue and see like what's actually in it in terms of like what costume or look they would even be
well,
going
my
for
understanding
MG.
is that it's not even a modern day Spider-Man or MJ story. It's some
It's got to
woman
be in the Ultimate
in
line, maybe.
No, it's
it was
not.
some
It's
no. It's
it's like
about like some woman in like the 40s or something, and she's a model. And yeah, dude, I have no
it's
idea.
yeah,
But
it's Millie the model.
yeah,
It is a classic Marvel character in so much as like it was one of the genre
Oh,
comics
snap.
that Marvel had produced, and they had made like a in modern day version. I don't know if it was to do things with rights or whatnot, but like they incorporated other Marvel characters into the story and they were trying to do stuff with it. I want to say one of these models covers has like Tim Gunn on it, which again very much dates the when they were doing this at all. But yeah, yeah, it would make sense it would be this look of MJ just because it's, it is the cover. But it also could be an excuse to just like do like you said, just like civilian woman A, and the excuses like it's MJ, but you can put any woman's head on it and it would be like just a person in the crowd. But yeah, and that's not on the leak list, from what I could tell. Like there's no indication. So one, good on the Legends team for not having like a completely revealed lineup. Once again, obviously we knew about a bunch of these, but uh, it's always nice to have stuff that you still don't know about. And I also am interested to see if the Christmas Spidey, is going to have soft goods or not. The I can see it having like Santa coat. That way you can like put it on like any
Yeah,
figure.
because you would think you would want to reuse an existing Spider-Man body that you already have.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It would also be. I'm not gonna lie. Wouldn't it be crazy if it was just a normal Spider-Man? Just like a normal Spider-Man, and like it just so happens to have like a Santa hat and a Santa coat. Like how out of
Jail.
pocket would that be?
Straight to jail.
Wait, like a new? What do you mean, like a new Spider-Man figure? Or
Well, it's the thing of like we haven't gotten like a normal Spider-Man that's not part of like a 2-pack or like
yeah,
it's just a normal comic Spider-Man by himself. And
Right.
if they did soft goods for him, hat and coat wise, it would basically just be a normal Spider-Man, but he's just so happens to be Christmas oriented.
Right,
Crazy.
right.
Did they say
Right.
whether or not that gift was for the mini comic wave or anything like that? Or
No. I just this was literally just like in the top results for I think I did like Santa Spider-Man or like
I
Christmas
have
Spider-Man.
a very completely out of pocket idea. So I don't know if you guys remember when they did that issue where I think it was King in Black or something during that phase where literal Santa needed help delivering presents. So I think it was Iron Man that helped him out.
Oh no, don't say the holiday Iron Man. Don't do this,
Hey,
Joestar.
who knows? Holiday Iron. They already did I Love You 3000.
Oh no.
They're just
already
gonna add more to the Hall of Armor.
Oh no, they already put this on the leak list. They would not do that to us.
Who knows?
But a part of me really wants it to just be like a normal Spider-Man with soft goods, but also that's just kind of crazy if that's the case. Now it's gonna be like the most bought Spider-Man ever. If it's like truly just like a neutral comic Spider-Man that could just like fit any era kind of thing. Like
Just put a Santa hat on him
just
and
put a Santa
call
hat
it
on
a
it.
day.
Like that's it's it's
Bro.
probably gonna have Spider-Man tax on it though. They're gonna make it like $35 because it's a Christmas
Yeah,
one.
I was thinking like because if you do that, so you have a Spider-Man figure, like what, like the only two, like what body would you use for it? Like, you know, you have Amazing Fantasy and then you have Renew Your Vows. I doubt they would use the
Max.
Superior Spider-Man retool. And so renew your vow. Yeah, they're not going to do Max. So Renew Your Vows is more expensive, but like silhouette wise, I feel like that makes a little bit more sense. Then so you have soft goods on top of that. And then if you're gonna do this, you gotta do it right. You gotta have like a pretty good size Santa sack, you know, for him to have. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, that's a pretty big thing. What you know, whether it's soft goods or plastic. I'm like, yeah, there's no way this is gonna be in a normal mini comic wave.
Oh damn it!
Unless
I forgot.
unless they jip us and they don't give you a Santa sack and you literally just get this one present and you get 2 alt hands and that's it.
I was gonna say. I was about to say no. They made like a sack for Sergeant Slaughter. Like they
Oh,
did
yeah.
a Slaughter's Marauders one where he comes with a sack. So they have the technology. It exists.
Right.
But I forget that they can't. I don't think they can share between teams those kinds of assets. So
No, it's like it's like a budget thing and it's like a location factory thing and it's a
Yeah.
timeline
Actually,
thing. So
I mean, they
trying
did
to get that
reuse
all to
like
line up is
effects.
like such a hassle.
what were you saying,
Yeah,
Joe?
they've reused blast effects between the two for sure. But I feel like that just more might be an easier thing to do because they did reuse I think I have it here in my drawer somewhere. I believe it was this effect for the Punisher, the new Punisher giant mech thing.
Oh,
So I don't know what the plan is. So they did reuse this.
oh,
Either this or
no,
was
never
it like
mind. I was gonna say
a
I
different one?
think they reuse Jetfire effects for GI Joe stuff, but I think that's different because it's all Hasbro. Regardless, the we're getting lost in the weeds.
Yeah, we're lost in the
I
sauce here, man.
but I do think that as much as it would be super out of pocket to just do like a normal comic Spider-Man with Christmas stuff and say it's different, I'm not gonna lie that it wouldn't be bad. Like I wouldn't be mad at that. It would definitely turn the oh, this is something I can skip to, like, oh, this is a normal comic Spider-Man. I'm gonna be that guy. I personally don't think the Sunfire body is that awful. So they could easily just do the Sunfire body Spider-Man and you put the Santa hat and
Well, Wartorn, think of the
Santa
Reddit comments.
Well, you don't have to look at his shitty shoulders if you just put the coat over him. So there you go.
True.
I mean,
True.
It's also really funny because anytime I post stuff of my display and they see that Spider-Man on the Sunfire body, they're like, oh, is that like a custom? It looks so good. And it's like, oh no, that's the VHS
Yikes.
one. That's the Sunfire body one. And people are like, oh. And it's like, no. You liked it in the moment.
Yeah, don't you fucking lie to me.
Don't do that. It
Don't
actually
fucking run away now.
It doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look that bad. Also,
more importantly, don't lie to yourself.
Yeah, that was like one of the packs I laughed at people just like, I'm not gonna get that. Like it's on the Sunfire body, that sucks. And then like it sold out immediately, and everyone's like, does anyone have one for a reasonable price? It's like, yeah, maybe it wasn't that bad looking. I don't know. It also, I will die on this hill. It has the best, like, just generic Spider-Man head. Like it does. I feel like it doesn't fit a specific like artist or era. It's just like pure Spider-Man, and that's why he's like my Gamerverse one right now. Like that's where that Spider-Man lives. Yeah. Granted, it is a bit of FOMO, but like, I always just find it funny when people shit on a figure, and then as soon as it's gone, people are like, actually, I did like it. It's fine.
Can I get some more, please?
Yeah. Especially since it came with Vulture, which is also a thing that people are I don't like this version of Vulture. It's like, well, you don't have to keep them. There's other people who want this version of Vulture. Especially since you, on some level, a lot of people would want to, because they want the young version.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. That Spider-Man is not on the Sunfire body. It's something
not?
else. No, it's something else.
I thought it was the Sunfire body. Oh, wait.
No, that Spider-Man looks even worse than the Sunfire body. The Sunfire body is passable. That Spider-Man is fugly.
Not all the people who comment on my posts seeing that Spider-Man. Anyway, but yeah, I did say that if we didn't go super long, we could maybe talk about game trailers, but we definitely went long today.
Yeah.
I mean, that's gonna happen with like 3 different product line streams. So maybe if there's like not a unless something titanic happens between now and 2 weeks from now, GI Joe wise, we can definitely talk about video game stuff, because a whole lot of cool stuff has been shown between Tokyo Game Show and the State of Play and the Microsoft presentation, and I'm sure there's a lot more to come. So any last minute things, either from Falcon or Joestar? Joestar first.
Go watch the Motu movie. Go watch it now in theaters now. Go watch it. Go watch it.
That's it.
All right. And then Falcon?
Master Chief wants you to start the fight all over again.
Yeah.
Start the fight. Combat Evolved when it comes out. Also, clear green Xbox. Get it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, clear green
It's
Xbox
only
goes
gonna be
hard.
$8 million.
All right. If you want to pre-order from your fine toy folks on the internet of any of the things that we saw and have covered on past streams, we just shout out Snowman and Frogman's Finds in particular, just because I know that there's a lot of bigger online retailers like Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth, and there's some little guys out there that you should definitely support as well. All our socials are in the description, including for folks like Preternia, who you should really be following, because they unlike a lot of streams, I feel like this one had a lot of this is when this comes out, this is when this comes out. I didn't put them in the slides because at some point Preternia is going to make a graphic, and you should just use that instead of like writing down all the individual ones. And we share that kind of stuff on the Discord, so you should join the Discord and do that. We got most of our images, which are promo images, from Toyark. There's other toy folks that you should follow, like Pancheezey and Toy Shiz, who showed the Tiger Zord pick. And our channel logo is made by Yamcans, and their stuff is in the description as well. And yeah, just collect, have fun, and good luck out there. Goodbye.